Let's see. I mean, it works. It work. Anything else? No. Personally, I've stopped caring. Let's see. Status. I don't want that, actually. No, bye. Is that it? No, just out of here. Get me out. Set me free. Okay. Setting things up, loading up the game. Set things up, load the game, make sure game go full screen work. If not, then I, you know, just die, I guess. Okay, let's see if the game works. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna go and, like, jump off a cliff or something. Yeah. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hello everyone who have joined in. Hi Haybail, Toad, and Jimothy. Hope y'all are doing great on this wonderfully very late night evening. Late night evening. That doesn't make sense, but you know what? English, I don't care. Twitch thing. Twitch thing. Yeah, that's funny. Hilarious. Haha. Alright, so... Might just be me. My funny haha Twitch thingy. Okay, let's go. Here we go. This is the we try out BO demos for Haybail stream. I'm gonna lower Heathcliff. There we go. And Marcel, just get lowered. Yeah, there you go. There you go. They're back. The boys are back. More BL. What? Love how some of you are actually excited about this. This is hilarious. Okay, can you guys hear? Can you guys hear most of this? The music's quiet, but you know. I think Hero is streaming, so it's probably gonna be us in the beginning. OBS, don't crash on me, please. OBS, don't crash on me. Understandable. You do what you need to do, Dark. I'm not actually early. I'm like kind of like 2 minutes late, but you know. So we can chill here talking while we look at Pretty Man. How about that? You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. It's very fucking hot in my room right now, and I kind of want to, like, you know, open the window, but I can't because I don't need to neighbors to know that I read Ranchy BL at like 10 a.m. 10 p.m. in the morning, not 10 a.m. 10 kilometers a.m. in the morning. Yeah, 10 kilometers a.m. in the morning. It's nighttime right now. It's not even Ranchy. I'm pretty sure this one isn't. I don't think it is. It's been a while, I forgot. What the fuck is a kilometer? I'm American. No, for real, what the fuck is a kilometer? Back when I was learning English, I always thought that you spelt kilometer as like... I always thought that like kilometer was spelt like Kilmeter. That's what I thought kilometer was spelt like as a kid. I legit, I thought that was how you spell kilometer. I was just like, okay, that's how you spell kilometer. That's not how you spell kilometer. That's really not how you spell kilometer, but... Okay, alright, a Babber VA win? I have absolutely no idea, and I don't feel like pressuring Batter into, you know, VA voice acting in the BL games. Like, it is absolutely up to Batter himself to volunteer for this. One key thing, I will never force any of you to do anything that you're uncomfortable with. Like, it is purely up to you. Because I am gonna assume that most of you are responsible of yourself to act in these situations. Like, you are 100% free to join, just tell me and I'll just make this stuff happen. Also, Dark, I don't know how to help you. I'm afraid you may have to, get in the mating tent with Astro in Cult of the Lamb. I'm sorry, I stalled as much as I can, but the tent has been made. You may have to, get in the tent. I'm sorry. I did all I could to help you, my guy. But... I am not a god. Nor am I a very good cult leader. Hold up. Emotional damage for you, I'm sorry. Also, I'm gonna, okay. Yes, you have some emotional damage right there. Where are you? There you are. You're right beside Heathcliff. There you are.
Yippee!
There you are. Right beside Heathcliff. There you go. High school You know what I love about high school is how they teach you how to spell things, but never how to do your own taxes.
Yep.
And it's like, oh yeah, you should have known how to do your own taxes. No one taught me. Anyway, yeah, that's right, Jimothy. I know you turned for me to help Dark, but, I have no way of helping you in Cult of the Lamb. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to get in the maid dress. It's been majority voted.
Is it not enough? I've created like 2 extra AI bots for Haybail of Den.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. Okay, alright. Let's start. Let's go. Are you all prepared and ready, Dark?
Yeah, just stream it. I've got some water and all that.
Okay. That was supposed to be a secret? Girl, you never even told me the secret.
Well, then it's a secret.
Like, you never explicitly said, this is a secret, don't tell Dark. You can't. You have to be straight up with me, Haybail. You have to be straight up with me. You can't skirt around the subject. You have to say. You have to shake me by the shoulder and say, "Do not tell anyone." Okay? This is supposed to be a secret. That's how I know that I'm supposed to shut the fuck up and not yap. Girl, we've been friends for 7 years. You should know this by now. Supposed to be a secret. Did you say? Did you say? Exactly. Anyway, okay. It's time for me to read, and probably lose my voice along the way. Okay. This one's pretty short, so we might be able to crush it in 2 hours, Dark, so it's not gonna be...
Short, 2 hours.
2 hours, okay, quiet.
Just don't forget to stream to Discord.
Oh, shit. Okay, thank you for reminding me. Here you go. There you go.
Yippee.
Thank you for reminding me. Please do remind me if I ever forget anything. I will. Okay, alright, let's get the show on the road. Okay. The potion bubbled gently under the man's watchful eye, occasionally sending up tiny whiffs of white steam that smelled faintly earthy. Skylar reached for it. It wasn't anything extravagant, just a humble concoction of water, cucumber, and aloe vera, yet it interested him greatly. The desired result was nothing more than a simple ointment, meant to heal minor burns completely when applied directly to the skin. Okay. Okay. So, we never did discuss, okay, wait. We never did discuss who, plays who, but I'm gonna assume that Haybail's gonna want Dark to, play most of the characters. I'm gonna move myself out the way.
I only saw, like, one love interest in the main character on the itch.io page.
Yeah, it is an established couple, so... Did you, like, I'm gonna let you choose who you want to voice, Dark. I'm assuming you know most of the characters now from the page.
Not really. They only, like I said, they only, like, showed one love interest.
Yeah, there is only one love interest that appears, but... Okay, so there is, like, the purple hair, Catman, and... the love interest? It's mainly just the, this guy, Skylar, who's talking.
No, Skylar's the protagonist, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Skylar is
so
the protagonist.
So this is gonna be me trying to riz you, understood. Okay.
Are you offering to play Skylar?
No, you as Skylar. Or
Me?
we can figure it out as we go.
Cause... Okay, yeah, okay. Cause this is a test run, BL test run, where we don't tell Haybail what BL we're streaming. So what I'm hearing is you want me to be Skylar, yes?
Yeah, let's start with you as Skylar, as MC.
Okay, alright, okay. Okay. Oh, GTA, hi GTA. Welcome back to BL. Sorry for your suffering. Anyway, alright, however... Wow. He smiled to himself as he emptied a small bowl of crushed Sylviate to the mixture. The concoction began to freeze before his very eyes. The sudden drop in temperature sending quickly spreading stress fractures throughout the glass vial. Everything inside turned brittle in an instant, and it only took an instant for the entire breaker to shatter with a defying crack. Skylar watched on in fascination. A reaction like that wasn't unheard of. In fact, it's exactly what he was aiming for. An ointment that would continuously cool a burn site over an extended period of time. If it worked as expected, then it would no doubt become an incredible tool for the kingdom. However, simply dropping the civet to the potion, which in itself was a material only rarely found in the dried-up ruins of ancient seas, caused a far too violent reaction. The freezing was too quick and far too powerful. Alright, okay. Okay. But if I can achieve a similar result with a more readily available resin, something widely accessible that anyone could create with supplies found in their own home. He was certain without a doubt that Soviet would act as a stepping stone, a bridge towards a potent cooling balm that anyone could create. But for now, all he could note down was the fact that Soviet was far too dangerous to be applied directly to the skin. For now, anyway. With deft hands, Skylar picked up an empty bottle and poured water into it. It sat still within the glass, unmoving until he reached for the feather of a bird. The ingredients for a healing potion that's particularly potent and effective, though once again difficult for a common person to create. After all, not everyone had an abundant stock of bird feathers just lying about. Oh, Mersault moved. Okay, sorry. I'll move Mersault. There you go. Are you happy now? I'll move Keith too. There you go. I'm gonna lock them now. Okay. There. Oh my god. Oh, hi, Astral. Yeah, welcome to this. All he needed to do now was add sand, fire powder, and an eucalyptus leaf. 3 things that he had
Eucalyptus
ready.
leaf.
I'm not even gonna try, Dark.
Koalas eat them.
Just lift. Things he had ready in stock. But before he could gather the ingredients, a knock sounded at the door. Oh, right, okay. I will also play as this character as well, so. Damn it all. Visitors always come at the worst times. With a small huff, Skylar placed the bottle back on the lab table and took a moment to compose himself. He straightened out his crimson-red vest before heading towards the door to open it. Alright. Okay, so, like, he's friends with a princess, so... I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. The perfectly put-together woman smiled brightly at Skylar. Her blonde hair was done up neatly in a ponytail. Wavy strands fell down either side of her face, framing her brilliant pink eyes. The familiar sight of her made him smile as he stepped aside, allowing her to enter. The professional Englishman versus the illiterate one. Thanks, GTA. Your Highness, you should have called in advance. He all but bowed down to the woman, who simply rolled her eyes and hit the top of his hat lightly with her gloved fingertip in response. With a smile, she turned and looked back over her shoulder at Skylar, whose own gaze found hers instantly. Your Highness, and what shall I call you then? It's been a long-ass time since I've seen a woman in a BL game. Yeah. In my BL game? Would High Alchemist Skylar suit good sir? If it pleases the lady, she may call me whatever she wishes. She laughed lightly at his response, as if the very notion was completely and utterly absurd. Alright. Stop with that nonsense, Nika! Hearing the use of his first name, he immediately raised an eyebrow until he saw the smile that lit up the young princess's face. If it were anyone else. Did you come here to annoy me, my dear princess? Or are you looking for something specific for your loyal servant this fine morning? Whatever I came here for, it certainly wasn't for you to annoy me, my dear alchemist friend. With a chuckle at her own jest, Are you seeing like 2 streams, GTA? Oh my god, wow.
I am.
Congratulations. Wait, Dark, Hero streaming, right?
Yep, I'm watching better.
Okay. Alvia walked forward again to come face to face with Skylar, standing only the tiniest bit shorter as he did. She looked up into his eyes with a sly smile on her lips. I cannot do a woman's voice, but I'm gonna do it anyway. See how foolish we sound being so formal? I'm not a princess here. I come as your friend. Skylar returned the girl's warm smile and nodded in response, letting out a small sigh of relief as he accepted this shift in conversation. I know. So what brings you here then, Avia? Come to request a potion or hear a story while you're passing through? None of those this time. She shook her head, her hair swishing softly behind her, like a silk ribbon caught in a gentle breeze. Then what do I owe the pleasure? Get Haybail in the stream to voice the woman. Haybail, is currently in jail right now. She's jailed. Basically, it's literally just waiting for everyone in Haybail's house to fall asleep. Excluding Toad, though. But yeah, she's basically in jail. Horny jail. Okay. Skylar dusted his hands off and leant against... Leant? The fuck is this shit? Leant against the table he'd only just been working on at, giving Alvia his full attention. Okay. The young woman simply smiled and an apparent desire to extend the mysterious circumstances behind her visit, although Skylar already had a theory as to why she was here. What are you working on over there? Something new? She gestured towards the cracked vial with a raised eyebrow as she spoke. I can't help but notice it's, well, broken. Is that supposed to happen? You will not avoid my query with a distraction, Alvia. But if you truly want to know, then yes and no. How curious. Both yes and no? Please elaborate. The result of the broken vessel is expected given the ingredient's volatility, and yet it is also not the desired result. The royal's expression morphed into one of amazement. Her eyes widened as though he was speaking about a secret only shared in whispers. Is this a Detective BO game? No. I don't believe it is, but this is only the demo, so... Most of the BO games I have on hand are demos, so I never know, like, the full context of them, because some of them are very short, but a lot of them are actually super long, and, may take, 2 streams, like Touch Starved. But yeah. I don't believe this is a mystery one. Inexquisite as ever, her thirst for the adventure of discovery was surely inherited from her queen mother. Perhaps just humoring her for a short while will do no harm. A knowing glint in his eyes, he directed the princess's attention to the equipment she had been previously inspecting. Would you care to take a look? Her eyes almost sparkled at the realization. Dawned on her that she was about to get a first-hand lesson by the famed alchemist himself. Would you show me? You truly don't mind? Do you wish me not to? He knew very well she would not reject such an opportunity, often scolded by her minders as a child for pestering the alchemist to share their secrets, something she had never quite outgrown. Okay. What the fuck do you mean raid incoming? No.
Yes.
Ha! Now that you've teased me with such a thing, you are required by law to follow through. Alvia folded her arms over her chest and nodded her head. Her stubborn declarance betrayed by the fact that she's near vibrated with excitement. By law, how preposterous. Oh my god! Hero, no! Hero, no!
Hero, yes!
Hero, no!
Hero, yes!
No!
Yes!
Not on a BO stream! Not on a BO stream! Ah! Okay, but like, thank you so much, Hero, but also, I'm gonna jump off a cliff now. I'm about to jump off a cliff. That's it, no more. Hee-ho clowns no more. I'm gonna like move to like an isolated area and you'll never see me again. Also, thank you to who
Hey, better.
Hee-ho caught in 4K playing a BO game. Bro, it's not like, you know, I've been streaming, you know, BO games for most of my time streaming. Okay, anyway. Okay.
Hello, Hero.
Yes, hi Hero. Dark is also here as well. Unfortunately, you will not hear Dark because I've been, you know, voted majority to speak. Anyway, let's keep going. Thank you for the raid, Hero and, people. Hope y'all like BO games and, you know, pretty men. Okay. Is that so, dear princess? I can't say it's a law I've ever heard of, but who am I to disagree with royalty? A hearty chuckle escaped him as his attentive student pretended she couldn't hear him. Once more, Skylar repeated his experiment, though this time being somewhat more sparring with his ingredients, lest he caused a royal incident that couldn't simply be explained anyway. And once more, the vial began to splinter. Satisfied now? Now, princess. That's enough stalling. What is it that you came here for? Surely you have better things to do than watch glass break? Much to no one's surprise, the woman ignored his second question. Okay. Tell me, why does it do such a thing? Such a destructive and immediate interaction. And expected but not desired. How so? How do you make it give you the desired result? What is the desired result? She had 1,000 questions at the tip of her tongue, all prepared to be instantly launched at her feline-futured friend. Expected but not desired indeed. Frowning lightly, Skylar returned to his rested position against a nearby desk. His inverted... That's a word. Hand making a subtle ting as he retrieved a forgotten tea from the desk's surface.
Oh, ivory.
Wow!
I was looking for the word.
That was not how I thought that word was gonna sound like in my head. Okay. You won't answer? Is sharing knowledge not the purpose of an alchemist? Her face drooped in a pout, a tired and true tact on anyone else. I seem to recall an unanswered question of my own. The princess sighed and cleared her throat before continuing. Fine, you know why I'm here. I've come to ask you about the Moonfair Festival. I'm already submitting the required materials for the ritual. You need not come here to ask. Oh, please. You know what I mean, Mika. What? What do you think it sounded like? Come on, Cantonese boy. Wow. I thought it sounded like Ivro or something. That's what I thought it sounded like, Ivro. You know what? Because, like, you know, it starts with an I, there's like a V-O-R in there. Yeah. Not the oof. Broken English. Yes, I do have broken English. What are you gonna do about it, huh? Download Duolingo for me? You're not going to. You don't have my phone.
A could download Duolingo for you.
Haybail does not know how to access an Android phone. She wouldn't even know how to open my phone. No, for real, I gave Haybail my phone so she could, like, look through, like, my Arknight's account, and then she did not know how to, like, exit the game. And I was like, it's... Girl? This is why you have an iPhone. Haybail, the future to turn off the game is the same. F for Haybail. Yeah, F for Haybail, everyone. Astro, I think the question should be, how are any of you guys adults? Anyway, let me focus on the game. Okay. You know what I mean, Mika? She cuts the man off sharply, lowering her eyes in a playful, contemptuous way. The fuck? Why would I come all the way down here to ask for potions that I already know you're submitting? You're not the foolish type. Skylar sighed heavily as she continued talking, shaking his head slightly as he gave voice to his own thoughts. He spoke without even thinking about it, merely stating the obvious. I'm not going. His tone was direct and definitive. Even he hadn't...
Yeah.
Okay. Even he hadn't
anticipated...
No, yeah, you got it right. The sharp edges of his words had once spoken. You know what? I'm just gonna roll with it, skip through it. Like, I probably pronounced it wrong. Keep going.
No, definitive's right.
Okay. You know what? Like, sometimes the show must go on. It would mean the world to my father and to me, of course, if you would at least consider it. Just mean a lot to the king whose council barely tolerates my existence. This thought would keep to himself, however. Alvia slowly bats her eyelashes towards him, a trick she used to get what she wanted from potential suitors, guests of the kingdom, and even staff that waltzed around the palace halls. However, it was also a trick he knew well, and it had no effect on the High Alchemist. Skylar had known the princess for over 20 years, and he'd even given her pointers in the past on how to deal with unruly people. Still, it didn't stop her from trying to play coy with him every now and then, though never with any real success. Skylar raised a brow and grinned, giving Avia a look of disbelief as she made one last attempt to coax his participation into accepting her invitation. I can feel my voice cracking. You truly have mastered the art of subtly getting what you want, my friend, but I will not put my personal comfort on the line for just appearances. You know how those nobles get. His nose scrunched up as he said that word, like he had just smelled something foul. There was nothing like the stench of high society nobility to make an otherwise perfectly good day turn sour. They sworn me because I'm a felinus. It's rather vexing. You can hardly blame them. There aren't very many left of your kind, so they're entranced? I think that's the word.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay. I do not think they mean to harm you in any way. Really? What about, Okay. Ogreen? Lady
Yeah,
Ogreen?
I mean, it's a name, so
I'm gonna
who
assume
knows?
that's how you pronounce it. Who always demands to be allowed to touch my tail. What of her? She offered the man a weak smile, but pursued her lips to speak nonetheless. I'll be by your side. You can be my personal guest. I dare any noble to speak out of place with me in their presence. She grinned wider now, this time bearing some sparkling white teeth. Her eyes twinkled with challenge behind her long lashes as she looked back at Skylar. Okay, it's Duke Fargus. Yeah. Owes us gold for a bridge we're... Okay, I kid you not, I was about to say Lord Duke Farquaad. It took me like a second. Duke Fargus owes us gold for a bridge we are funding for his nation, and Duchess Pellegrin needs our favor to help us push forward a proposal she's drafting regarding magical law. Neither will push against me, lest they fall out of dear father's favor. And what of Lady Ogreen? Hardly a problem, like a fly that needs only to be swatted away. She made the motion with her hand, swatting away an invisible bug. The princess gave him a confident nod, as if to say that such problems would never trouble him when he was at her side. This is a momentous occasion for the kingdom, but also for you and your studies. You deserve to be celebrated for your work, in person. And I could use the company, if I'm being honest. She offered the last part with a sheepish smile. A small, interpreted thing that was enough to pull at Skylar's heartstrings, more than her batting her eyelashes ever could. What do you say? Oh, please, Nika, join us. Skylar shut his eyes tightly, placing his index finger against the bridge of his nose. He inhaled sharply, drawing strength to give his answer. A simple and meek answer. Thought this was a BO game. Yes, it's a BO game. Fine. Ugh. It is a BO game. We haven't got to the BL part yet, though. Fine? The young princess's smile lit up as she practically jumped up and down in place, leaning towards her longtime friend. Her cheeks are flushed pink with excitement, with a wide grin on her face as she stared at Skylar in disbelief. Did I hear you correctly? You did, but if you keep it up, I'll change my answer. I'm doing this for you, but you owe me something in return, a favor. Of course! My resources are always at your disposal. You just need to ask. And I will, one day. However, Skylar was positive that even if he were dying, he would use all of the resources at his disposal before even thinking of requesting a favor from the princess. She was a dear friend to him, but even more so, she was one of the few people left in the world he cared enough about to suck up his pride and let himself be gawked at over for a few hours by an endless parade of high society nobles. A few hours. It's just a few hours. That's all it will take to make her knight. Even if it means facing Lady Ogreen and her ridiculous demands. Hopefully, I won't regret it. He raised both hands above his head in surrender as he said those words out loud as well as to himself. He turned back to his workstation with another sigh as he began sorting through some potions on the table in front of him. Yes, big crack. A piercing shriek reverberated through the laboratory, tiny projectiles rocketing through the space at an alarming speed. What was that? Imagine the demo just ends when we meet the other dude.
That would be pretty funny.
I'm not gonna say anything. Eyes wide, the girl retreats from the assorted equipment as though her very life flashed before her eyes. At a sight Skylar could not help but smile at. What did you touch? What? Nothing! Of course, she touched nothing. Forgive me, princess, but an opportunity such as that so rarely follows the delivery of a request such as you've had. Skylar approached the offending bench, picking up the remainder of the destroyed bottle. It would appear our little experiment has decided to demonstrate what happens when one does not pay close enough attention to their surroundings. Avia placed a hand over her racing heart, taking several deep breaths as she attempted to calm herself. You did that on purpose, didn't you? She wrinkled her nose at the alchemist. I'm quite certain I have done no such thing. Skylar shook his head. Avia narrowed her gaze at him in suspicion for a moment longer before her expression shifted. You jest, princess. If I were to do anything to put you in any sort of danger, the punishment would be severe. I do not wish for my head to be in a basket. Particularly. I suppose you're right. Composing herself, Avia approached the Philanus cautiously. Today is not the day for such a fright, Nika. Skylar chuckled in response. Indeed, you are correct. Perhaps a lesson in indulging the requests of royalty? An offended gasp met his playful suggestion. I wouldn't go that far. An unexpected reaction from a harmless exercise, that's all. Incomparable, exactly like her mother. As you say, princess. Skylar glanced out of the corner of his eyes at the young woman as she struggled to contain herself. It only took their eyes meeting for her to erupt in giggles a moment later. I do so enjoy your company, my dear friend. I suppose your presence is acceptable. Avia playfully swatted at the older male's hat once more. How rude! Without me, you'd never leave this strange place. Without you, I would have never have returned to this palace at all, Princess Avia. She would never know that, of course. Strange is subjective, don't you think? Putting aside talk of that, though, I have a query. How fares the town's preparations? Let me drink water. Skylar brought a finger to his lips, deep in thought of the busy markets in the town below, which were probably even more busy with the upcoming celebration. The town! I can only assume its proceeds smoothly. I have not heard any reports otherwise, so I'd like to believe that it means it's all going well. Oh, Fifi, okay. Good, good.
Yay, Fifi.
Does something concern you, Nika? Concern? Of course not. I had thought to venture out below to replenish some of my supplies. However... Avia giggled knowingly. It was already obvious to the princess what was going on. However, you don't want to get stuck engaging in celebration preparations. Skylar nodded solemnly. I think you should go, Nika. You might even find the markets fun. You do know what fun is, don't you? Least I repeat myself before being gawked at by the citizenry is not my idea of fun. Okay, Fifi's awake. Oh, she just got off her bed just to sleep on the floor. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty hot in here. Avia sighed, although her smile never left her face. At least you can go. Skylar offered her a sympathetic smile. Being princess and moonseer came with many restrictions. While he was treated with intrigue, and sometimes lust. Avia was a precious doll to be displayed and immaculately maintained. It was an unlikely friendship between the pair, but one born of mutual societal pressure. Father would be curious as to where I've been all this time. I cannot stay. However, it has been great fun as always. Perhaps next time you'll be visiting for pleasure and not the request of work? Skylar offered the girl a sly grin as she giggled in response, nodding along in agreement. An innocent little motion of pure joy he wished she would spare on others aside from him and a few other very special people. She had a wonderful laugh, like a light spring breeze whistling across a quiet glade after a long winter's nap. It was delightful, the sort of sound that filled any heart that heard it with a warm satisfaction, despite whatever troubles or concerns they may have faced that day. We're never meeting the other dude. I don't know. Hopefully. You said it was 2 hours long to be exact, right? I hate to tell you this, but when I was reviewing this one, I sped through the entire dialogue in like 30 minutes. So, yeah, I was just speedrunning it. So I don't know how long it's gonna actually be, like, stream-wise. I'm, like, when I, like, review most of the BO games I think you'd be interested in, I'm always speedrunning, like, through everything.
I just imagine you hit the control button, because it does skip through.
Most of the times I'm, like, slamming my spacebar, or I'm just putting on auto and, like, playing Limbus in the background. Okay. The princess was indeed good company. She was pleasant to spend time with, quick to laugh at a joke, and kind to everyone who came in contact with her. Perhaps so, High Alchemist Skylar. Okay. Oh, there. Okay. With her parting words left hanging in the air between them, Avia slipped out of the room once more. Skylar stared at the door for a moment before returning his attention back to the potion that he had left on his table what felt like forever ago. Haybail, I am going to never let you touch my Limbus account ever again. Like, no. You have your own Limbus account now. How about you go mess that one up?
Let Hay cook.
I'm sorry, Dark, but, like... Haybail was not cooking. She was, burning my account. She was boiling my account, and somehow all the water evaporated, and it became... something. Thought Haybail was gonna have her experience... Oh, okay. We talked about this. Haybail, we talked about this. Haybail is going to stream her doing Chapter 1 of Limbus through the Discord. Don't know when, though. She's not going to do it for Twitch. An unsettled Skylar stood motionless in a deserted courtyard, worry etched onto his otherwise soft features. He was apprehensive in a way he could not quite explain, more so than was reasonable for a simple festival. There was something sharp on the wind. The aura of the palace felt almost wrong somehow. Perhaps he was simply overworried for his beloved princess. Sometimes he felt he was the only one who actually genuinely cared for her as a person, beyond her title and birthright. Oh, I see. Toad did the shock Haybail behind thing. They actually do this like commonly. Rest in pieces to Haybail. You will be missed by someone here. Would that you were here, Vera. Your little girl could desperately use the support of her mother tonight. Oh, okay,
I'm gonna guess. Yeah, that's probably him, right?
no. It's just an NPC guard, but...
Okay, I'll do NPC God.
Okay.
Okay.
The Felianus' ears twitched. Slightly louder this time. Not even a moment to my own thoughts these days. Can I help you with something? A knight stood before him, a sudden shyness fallen over his features as the alchemist turned his attention to him. Yeah,
sir, the princess has sent summons for your attendance at the commencement of the Moon Fair Ball, sir.
Does he fear me, or is this stutter a natural one? Well, I suppose it matters not. It would not do to cause him to fail his mission by refusing. It seems the princess has doubts that I would keep my promise to her.
I cannot say, sir. Yes,
that's me.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. I jest, sir. The knight looked alarmed as he scrambled to answer, his words getting stuck in his throat.
Wesley Siddle, my lord.
Has no one asked this poor fool his name before? Skittle, as in Knight Marshal Garrick Skittle? Siddle.
His son, sir.
I see. So this must be the younger son of that Promptmus oaf. So the lower-ranked son gets sent on an errand. Well, Sir Wesley, you may tell Her Highness I will be along shortly. I wish but a few more moments to prepare myself for... He gestured weakly towards the ballroom.
Yes, Lord High Alchemist, sir.
He managed to say that one without a stutter.
Sir?
Skylar glanced at the man. He was fidgeting and shifting his feet as though he had something to say. Was there something else?
Not exactly, sir. I just...
This is getting bothersome. Speak freely if you have something to say. The knight took a breath and nodded.
I'm surprised to see you in attendance, sir. The, staff and security were told you wouldn't be coming.
It was not my first choice of activity tonight, or even my second. You may thank a very persuasive princess for the change of plans. Sir Wesley smiled at that, all nervousness melting away. Oh, this is an interesting change. So the knight is interested in the princess.
She's amazing, isn't she?
It's you again.
Oh, sorry, that's you. Oh, no,
no, it's... yeah.
It's hard to tell because they don't light up or anything. They're all just in shadow. Alright. She's not like the other nobles. She actually cares about the people around her. Learns their names and families of all her attendants, even when the other nobles tell her not to bother. I don't blame you for not wanting to be around them.
Not a fan of nobility, then.
You're not what I expected either. If it's okay to say, sir.
Skylar shifted his stance to better see the young knight before him. Fluffy brown hair, freckles, and a and pale green eyes. He was cute by human standards. He couldn't help but wonder if Avia had actually ever met this boy before, for he would have surely heard about him if she had. The visual inspection appeared to alarm Wesley even more, the boy rushing to explain himself.
Wait, that came out wrong. It's just gods are taught to leave the alchemists alone. They do important work, but,
Oh. They are skilled and talented individuals in natural and scientific studies, but who'd have remarkably little sociability, social abilities? Wow. Wesley couldn't help but laugh.
Yes, my lord, exactly that. But more so, well, you're a...
Not human. His statement was blunt and a matter of fact. He knew exactly how the Knight Marshal in particular felt about him, the son of a disaster, a non-human entity who must be closely monitored and little interaction given. His role as High Alchemist granted to him solely by demand of the Queen. Wesley nodded apologetically. Treated with either fear, disgust, or possibly the worst of all, something exotic to possess. Well, as you can see, you have nothing to fear in that regard. Me, however... He glanced towards the outer doors that would lead them through the main hall throne room, and into the ballroom tonight's opening ceremony that was being held in. His frown deepening the longer he looked.
My lord?
Skylar snapped out of his daze. Sir Wesley?
Might I escort you to the ballroom on behalf of Her Highness?
Huh. Seeing Siddle's youngest is quite sweet after all. You aren't worried about being gobbled up by the hungry nobles?
No, sir. My older brother is the only one of interest to him. I think I'll be quite safe. It would be my honor, Lord High Alchemist, sir.
The young knight looked up at him with a mix of innocent sincerity, slight worry of rejection, and pure hope in his eyes. He wasn't the tallest himself, and this young man was even shorter than he was. Perhaps there's hope for Avia's guards yet. You can simply call me Lord Skylar. Lord High Alchemist is far too long and pretentious. The young man nodded in acknowledgement and agreement. Very well.
Very well, sir.
It's okay, it's okay.
Like I said, they need to like highlight them or something. It's so hard.
It would definitely be better if like their avatars like lit up on who was speaking, but I think they kept it dark because it's like nighttime and stuff.
Fair enough.
Which is, you have to rely on like the name being there.
Yeah, but it doesn't change much. It's just the name and maybe a bit of color.
Yeah, maybe a bit of color, you know, would be like a bit better. Anyway, what in the world is Astral saying in chat?
Don't look at it.
I'm gonna look away. Very well, Sir Wesley, it would be my honor. The knight bowed deeply before turning on his heels and marching towards the door. His enthusiasm was almost blinding. Okay. Oh boy. The muffled sound of a large crowd reached Skylar from behind the intricate wooden doors of the middle ballroom. Here the celebrations would begin. The aristocrats would arrive to enjoy some light refreshments alongside their noble companions, before being welcomed by the king and other members of the court. Mixing and mingling was like a game of chess to them all. Every piece carefully planned out to maximize influence while maintaining political alliances. Oh my god. The celebration would last 1 week, ending on the night of the silver moon, where the moonseer would conduct a ritual to imbue the moonflower with energy from the rare moon. Okay. The humans knew little about the why of these rituals, why each piece of this carefully crafted ceremony had to be just so. They simply learnt enough to keep themselves in power. A power that was waning more and more each and every day. If the ritual failed, their very way of life, and maybe their lives themselves, would be over. Oh, okay.
Are you ready to enter, Lord Skylar? Oh, they have the profile picture now.
Yeah. It's weird. No. But there are many things in life we must do before we're ready. Skylar fiddled with the collar of his vest, adjusting and readjusting, knowing full well none of his actions made any difference. A soft rumble came as... Okay, is this music a bit too loud for you guys? I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. There you go. Okay, it's gonna be loud on my end, but probably not loud for you guys. Well, it's turned down on OBS, but, for me, it's blasting in my ears.
I'm okay.
Are you okay, Dark?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have a request. Next time Skylar shows up, could you hide the text box for a second?
Sorry?
Don't worry about it. I'll bring it up again later.
Okay, yeah, just bring it up later. Oh wow, I love how chat's talking about chips. Okay. Thank you. A soft rumble came as the ballroom doors were opened, revealing a scene filled with glittering lights, laughter, music, and conversation. I do find it curious, Sir Wesley.
Can you like bring the text down or hide it for a second?
Oh, like hide the chat?
I'm not sure about chat, but like in game, yes.
Oh, hide the text box. Okay.
Yeah.
In game. I have no idea if I can do that actually. Let me try.
It might say the H button. Usually for the, I imagine this is RenPy. Usually you press H to hide it.
Okay, I can try that then. Oh, here it is.
Okay. So he wears like boots of... I'm not gonna lie, the text made it look like he was wearing stockings.
Oh, okay, I see.
That is pretty tight. Like, bring the text back. Like, it kind of looks like they're showing some skin.
True.
Okay, continue on.
I'm gonna just cut the music out, actually, because I can actually barely hear you from the music myself. And I'm just gonna slide it up here. There you go, okay. Please. Reminder, everyone, drink some water. This is for me, actually. Okay. I think I already said that. The young man glanced at him, confused, maintaining a vigilant guard over his assumed charge. This is the rear door to this particular ballroom.
Yes, sir. I thought maybe you would prefer to enter more discreetly than the main entrance.
Indeed, I owe you my thanks for your forethought. Princess Avia is a fine messenger has a fine messenger at her disposal. I shall be sure to compliment your performance. After I have once more expressed my disapproval of being forced to attend such an event, of course. The knight smiled, unable to hide his blush at the thought of being complimented to the princess.
Of course, it was my honor to escort you, my lord. Should you need anything else, you have but to ask.
Another deep bow, and the knight was gone, consumed by the growing crowd filling the room. Surprisingly sweet, all things considered. Skylar made his way to the presently unoccupied corner of the large room. His eyes drifted over the growing crowd. One thing about parties hosted by nobles he could always get enjoyment out of was the fashion. There were simple dresses, plain colors, and modest styles, all the way up to dramatic gowns and experimental uses of items attached to bonnets. The fuck is a bonnet? Excuse me?
Nope, yeah. If I remember correctly, I think like a bonnet is a type of hat.
Oh, okay.
Bonnet.
A type of
Yeah.
hat, okay.
Headgear, but yeah, hat.
Headgear, okay. Feathers and tallel layers of sparkling stones, glittering fabrics. It seemed every person present was dressed with intent. Gentlemen wore their finest suits and top hats, many sporting intricately designed monocules and expensive pocket watches. Each couple appeared to be attempting to outdress all others attending, to the point he wondered if there was some kind of prize for the most inventive outfit?
Yep.
Okay. It was a festival, after all. Perhaps it was an actual planned activity. As the venue filled, so too did Skylar's tolerance for the noise and crowd dissipate. He had his fill of his people watching. The Grandier? May have been a fine sight to behold for many, but not him. It was easy for him to understand why people would want to celebrate during the Moon Fair. It was a festival specifically designed for celebration, and a rare one at that. Not a single other person in this room was likely to have been alive at the last one. Even the royal family, whose connection to the Moonflower granted them extended lifespans, had all perished since the last celebration. The only soul to have seen the previous festival was himself. People enthusiastically gathered to see the magic of their kingdom replenished to participate in history itself. Still, it didn't make the idea any less repulsive for the villainous. Skylar could feel the anxiety and disdain rising within him. He understood the excitement he had felt it once himself. A mere child at the time, he had been in attendance at the last Moon Fair. He had witnessed the week-long fanfare, the rituals, and the merrymaking. Through all the glamour and breathtaking fascination, the picture of his mother's smiling face, the woman he adored most in the world. A sparkling smile comparable to the crystal chandeliers was always on her face. A smile he had not seen in nearly 90 years. Okay. A fact that had followed him every day since, but one that he hadn't had to experience so viscerally in years. A fact which only compounded his worries for the princess. Snapping his eyes to the doorway, Skylar began his search for the lovely Princess Alvia. Had she not concurred him to come, he would have simply left his alchemic contribution with the royal advisor and had been done with it all. Now where could this troublesome princess be? And as much as the Flames complained about being convinced to attend, most of his bluster was merely for show. He would have been in attendance either way, just much less obviously. With his grand plan to protect his princess laid to ruin, He couldn't help but smile to himself as he scanned the crowd. If she did not have her unwavering sense of adventure and independence, he would have been sorely disappointed. Both their mothers were much the same. Passionate, powerful women who possessed the strength and willpower to break through any barrier presented before them. His own was a driving force, a zeppelin with no brakes, and Queen Vera was similarly a fierce and headstrong individual. Neither had been seen in quite some time. Unlike his mother, however, Queen Vera's fate was much more in the dark. He could only pray that she was safe. How she would have been loved this festival, to see her little girl fulfill such a momentous role with such unshakable determination. After what felt like an eternity, even to him, his eyes finally landed on the woman he was searching for. A figure of absolute confidence, Avia descended the main staircase, the crowd parting to watch her in awe. How long is this game? We're actually near the end of this demo. From what I remember. Also, Hiho, do you have these chips called time cassette? Cascade? Cascade? Tim Cascade. No, I don't think we have that in Canada. Also, Cascade is the brand of a dishwasher detergent. I'm just like, Tim Cascade? the dishwasher detergent, Haybail. Okay. An adoration that would ruin anyone else. Several nobles gingerly stepped into her path, all wanting to be the first to greet her. Each one she politely thanked and excused herself from. She was looking for her escort, and could not keep him waiting a moment longer. Avia. Skylar shook his head, a exasperated expression settling over his features. She just has to stir the nobles, doesn't she? Luckily for him, or perhaps unluckily, he could never quite decide, his keen sense allowing him to hear each and every word. Shifting from his position, his spot of mild safety, he caught the eyes of the princess across the room, her face lighting up in recognition. Pushing aside the shocked nobles, the princess made a beeline for her favorite official. Why, there you are! I've been looking all over for you! Have you now? You seem quite happy conversing with the... well, whoever that was in the bird's nest. Avia made a great effort to not break into giggles at his fashion critique. It's quite awful, wasn't it? Indeed, but what would a festival be without questionable style choices? Shall we make our rounds? The princess linked her arm around Skylar's, her hand lightly brushing against the pristine ivory of his exposed limb. Her fascination with that arm is nothing if not baffling. She does not even realize her actions. Do we have to? We do! Skylar groaned as he scanned the area. Very well, if we must. Come, it would be over before you know it. Doubtful. He muttered this under his breath, but the slight tilt of her lips told him she heard him quite well. The pair ventured out into the crowd, Avia maneuvering with an effortless step, her experience and charm leading their way. Dozens of noble family servants and prolific members of the town flocked into the opening ceremonies, each hoping for a private audience with the royal family. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome.
Hour after hour passed as Avi and Skylar floated between attendees, exchanging small talk and pleasantries, each counter more exhausting than the last. Most elected to ignore Skylar, their focus on the charismatic princess instead, something he was more than happy to allow. Others made attempt at polite small talk, exchanging a few words with the High Alchemist before running out of topics to fake interest in. Finally, the pair were left in two groups. The town mayor, with him a unknowing elven scholar, and the family of one of the ministers. Mayor Rootford was one of the few aristocrats who Skylar actually liked. He was a humble man, a merchant and farmer by trade. His family had a long history of friendly relations with the Fey nations, making it a secret mission of theirs to care for the land in ways that benefited the town and the Fey who lived secretly among the fields and forests.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Hello there.
Drink water. Drink water.
Please.
I would be Mayor Rufus for you. Don't want you like being free characters in the same scene.
Why did... Oh, shit, Haybail? Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, you're
Delightful
blocking
start to
Heathcliff.
the celebrations. Your Highness, you even managed to get this grouch to attend.
Oh, I'm really picky, so I've never tried that in my life.
Wait,
The
what?
talkies. The chat.
I'm talking to Astral.
Oh, the Wait, what the hell is Astral asking me? Hee-ho, you give me vibes that you
It's
eat turbos. I'm sorry, wait, what? You think I eat a machine?
Wait,
Talking about
what?
chips.
Wait, you think I fucking eat, the fucking shit I put in cars?
No, chips, you.
Chips. Oh,
I was
chips.
talking about
Okay, chips.
earlier.
Shush,
I
shush.
even
I don't
know
eat
what that
chips
is, but
often,
even
okay?
I knew it was a chip. Even I knew it was
Listen,
a fucking
listen,
chip.
listen. I don't eat chips often. And also, what the fuck are Takis?
It's a type of snack, apparently. I could show you later.
Don't.
You might. I feel like you might have had them.
Like,
like
listen,
okay. Then again, you eat like everything.
I eat everything because I literally have been, sheltered by my parents to the point that I've only eaten, vegetables and, protein for most of my, life. Bro would eat a car engine. Yes, I would eat a car engine. Thank you. No, some parts of a car engine are quite edible. You're not supposed to eat them, but you can.
Wait, are you serious?
I am not. I am trolling you guys.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe you actually fell for that.
Well, of course I would fall for it. I fall for
Read
everything.
my chat.
Anyway.
A plane? What the fuck? Wait.
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah, that's a
At least
Guinness
I know
World
what not
Record.
to eat. Jesus Christ. Oh god, yeah, they're so gross. Hey, wait, remember when we gave it to you?
Oh, the cucumber chips? Okay, Haybail's
Yeah.
family bought, cucumber chips, they hated it, and gave it to me.
Well, the KFC
I actually
one.
finished
And
it.
the KFC chips too. You're just like, I was just like, nah, this ain't it. Here you go.
Okay, I actually like them. I actually like those cucumber chips.
Of course. This doesn't shock me.
Listen, cucumber good.
Oh, shrimp chips are amazing.
Have you eaten shrimp chips? Yes. Shrimp chips were actually the only, chips I was able to eat when I was younger. I never had chips until, 17. The only chips I actually ate were, shrimp chips, and that's it. I wasn't able to, eat any other chips until, 17, when I was able to, buy my own chips. What the fuck are cucumber
That's
chips?
not
Why do they
very nice.
exist? Yeah, I never heard of Lay's chips, but anyway.
What? Huh?
Green bean chips? I don't know what that is.
But you said Lay's. How do you not know what Lay's is?
I never knew what Lay's was until, like, you know, in high school, okay?
Okay.
When I had the
Okay.
money
I
to,
thought
you
you
know,
meant right
buy
now.
snacks.
I thought you meant right now, okay?
I knew about chips when, you know, I steal chips from your place.
Yes, I meant
But, like,
yes,
back in high
yes.
school, I didn't know, like, the existence of, like, other chips except shrimp chips.
Oh my god, remember when you and Ernest were like, oh yeah, snack hunting or something? Like,
I used to steal so much fruit from you.
yeah. I would have like the biggest lunch and I'd be like, hey, want this?
I was only able to eat junk food through Haybail and, like, other students in the school. I acted like I was fucking starving.
Yeah, I honestly thought you were.
Okay, back to the
Every
game.
day.
We need to finish this. We're near the end.
Okay.
The gruff town leader chuckled, a gentle elbow digging into Skylar's side. Yes, gloat all you want. I would like to see you attempt to say no to royalty.
Only you would try to resist the princess, my friend.
Jolly Ranchers.
Do I have to voice, the pretty woman, or do you want to voice Haybail?
I could take over because you sound like you're gonna probably die at the end of the stream.
I am dying right now.
Also, Astral, he doesn't like candy because it doesn't fill him up. Then. Thank you.
Oh. I have had a Jolly Rancher, but I don't like it. I don't like candy in general, actually.
Oh, is this the woman, by the way?
Hmm?
I mean, it's just
I don't know the
candy,
woman.
right?
Pardon?
Did you read already, or, like, did you take over or no?
Is this the woman? I'm
Yes.
asking if
Yeah,
it's the woman.
Olivia.
Okay, 'cause
Speak
I
up.
didn't know her name. I didn't know her name. And he did try. Let me assure you.
Hmm? Keep going.
Okay. I have like one part of my headset on, just so I can hear how loud I am. I shall go and greet the minister before it's time for our final stop. I'll leave you two to chat. I'm sure you have much to discuss.
Okay. Skylar nodded in agreement. A small mercy to avoid that. The mayor and Skylar both bowed to the young royal as she separated from the group to attend to her other greetings.
Say, Skylar.
Skylar glanced at the man.
Who is this young chap anyway?
Who? Skylar followed the mayor's eyesight to the elven scholar that was standing with their group. His eyes went around the ballroom to take in the sights and made no move to react to the mayor's question. He doesn't know?
Oh, that's the love interest.
Yeah, that's the love interest. Wow, we finally meet the love interest, yay.
I was a little bit confused with the other guy, but okay.
Wait, not the silhouette. The other dude.
Yeah, this other guy.
Okay, just
No,
just
the
catching
god knight guy. That's the one I was referring to.
Wesley? Yeah.
up. Wait, what?
The knight.
Hey,
haven't
Bale.
forgotten.
Oh, yes, the cute guy. That's Wesley. I remember this, but this random guy appeared out of nowhere, which is kind of cute.
You forgot about the guy when you saw this one.
A girl.
I know. I'm trying to catch up.
A girl. Oh my god.
Just go.
I'm afraid I do not know. I was assuming he was connected to you.
Me? Why would I have such a connection? I've never met the man in my life.
Maybe because you've been standing together chatting. The two men stared at each other in disbelief before shaking their heads and turning their attention to the young stranger. Short, raven hair, a deep blue overcoat balanced over his shoulders, jade earrings dangling from his pointed elven ears. His eyes were a hypnotic dual color, the kind of color that appears to shift in hue as he gazed around the room in wonder. Sometimes an azure blue, sometimes a vibrant purple. It was like watching a petal on the wind swaying and flipping in the breeze. The Philanist found himself entranced by the way they shifted. He had never seen eyes of such a fascinating color before.
Well, 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 has someone caught the eyes of the elusive Lord Nika Skylar?
The alchemist snapped his focus away from the elven stranger, a look of near horror on his face. Whatever do you mean? I was merely... Skylar could feel his stomach sink as he felt the chubby hands close themselves firmly around his tail and an excited shriek piercing his sensitive ears. No, moons above, please not her. Anyone but her. This is a woman, by the way.
So bad, but I won't force you.
I can do this.
Oh my god.
Mr. Skylar, my darling kitty!
Oh my god, wow. Lady Orgreen. Skylar wanted nothing more than for the floor to open and swallow him whole. Anything but being forced to endure that woman whose hands would only tighten if he made an attempt to move or escape her grasp in any way. Wow. Wuford quickly bowed and excused himself, mumbling something about forgetting to snuff the fire crystal on the stove. Dude. Wait. You absolute coward, come back here! Wow, picture change.
That's so cute. Oh my god.
It is.
Lady Orgreen, please restrain yourself. The woman rubbed her face against the distressed Philanus' disheveled tail. Princess. He was completely and absolutely stuck. Experience told him Lady Orgreen would not let go on her own, and he could not simply shout for the princess to help him. Okay.
My lady, your hat is simply wonderful. Wherever did you get it?
While a simple distraction, it was enough for Skylar to remove his tail from the greedy hands of the noble woman and retreat to an unoccupied corner of the room. A timely intervention. I must make an effort to thank him later. The elven stranger had not said a word the entirety of the time they had been in each other's presence. He couldn't help but wonder why he had chosen that moment to finally speak up. Skylar let out a heavy sigh as he leaned against the nearby wall, an exhaustion overcoming him that was unique to the slow release of a tense anxiety that gripped his entire being. With any luck, Lady Orgreen has been truly distracted, and he could enjoy a moment of safety from the crowd. Escaping the clutches of the enthusiastic noble, the High Alchemist was left to ponder. Who was that mysterious stranger who so captured his attention? Why did he feel such an ominous aura in the air? Just what did this night have in store? Hell yeah!
Damn, we actually finished in less than 2 hours.
Wait, how is this? How was this any of a BL? I'm just thinking out loud here.
You know, the cute and the... Honestly, that was kind of it. Him and the knight, and that was kind of it.
It's a demo. Yeah, GTA, you were right. You were absolutely right.
It's so
I'm gonna
cute.
strangle you. I was expecting more.
Well,
I'm going
I'll see you later, stream over.
Wow.
Yep. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next one, actually. Because it's also short? So, let me just open it up. Okay, where it is. Here it is. This one. Okay. The F. Oh. Okay, let me just go to settings.
Oh my god, like, was it good?
Turn that
I'm
down.
looking at the Discord.
Okay, just keep that there. Okay, I think that's okay, fine. What in the world is happening? Is this a date with death game? No.
Don't forget to stream to us.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah.
Thank you for reminding me again.
Indeed.
Bless.
My eyes! I'm in
Good.
the fucking dark!
Suffer.
Oh! You could have warned me it was white. Pure
No.
white. God damn it.
Okay, I think this is fine. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We just jump right in. Okay, flashbang. Let's go. So, this is the main character. Who shall voice the main character, Haybail?
Me. Wait, what?
Okay, let's go.
Are you ready for some reading then?
Okay. Nope, but here we go.
You can
Okay,
switch
this-
out if you know you're getting
No, that's
exhausted.
not right.
Okay, I'll still do the thing. Adrian
No.
held the sheet music above his face. If he squinted hard enough, he could make out the semblance of a song. Not a good song, but a song nonetheless.
This sucks. Again.
Adrian crumpled the paper in his hands, tossing the newly formed ball into the growing pile on the floor. He turned over on his right side, on his side, the slightly old couch creaking underneath his weight. He let out a groan as he felt his back begin to cramp up. Do you want me to, like, read Adrian's thoughts or something? What?
Sure.
Okay. Damn,
Sure.
I've been laying on this couch for too damn long. Oh, I love how GTA is, like, cheering for you, Haybail.
Why, though?
Hope we get more BL timed in, like, 5 minutes. Wow, are we actually converting GTA to enjoying, Haybail, Haybail BL streams?
Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh no.
I can't believe the day's the day. A towering shadow blocked Adrian's view as he moved to sit up. A large hand reached out to him, and Adrian let it hang in air. It's way too early in the day to be dealing with this. Maybe if I don't move, he'll go away? But there was no such luck. The man's stance was unwavering, hands still outstretched for Adrian to take.
Who do you want this to be?
Oh.
Hey?
Oh.
Hey, let me tell you right now, he's not a love interest. He's a side character.
I thought so. I thought so. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Wait, I want Hihu to voice him, actually.
Let's go!
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wow. Okay. Damn. Okay. Okay. Let me try it. Okay, my voice is like cracked right now, but I'm gonna try it a much deeper tone. Okay. Okay.
Good luck.
Dude. Want a coffee? Adrian locked eyes with the familiar gentle giant. The floral shirt, more garnished than usual, brought a small smile to the younger male's face. But just as quickly as it gotten there, the smile was wiped when Adrian saw the knowing look in the teal-haired man's eyes. Adrian raised one of his brows. An offer of coffee couldn't have come without a price.
What's the catch?
No catch, kiddo. The older man, Sterling Hart, Adrian's brother-in-law, put a hand on the young musician's shoulder and pushed him over lightly, much to the boy's dismay. Adrian grunted and slid over to make room for the muscular man to take a seat. Why is it that there is always a mess on the floor when I come by and visit?
Because you never call when you're going to come over. You just barge in.
Barge in. Sterling repeated the words with air quotes, rolling his eyes as he said so. You make it sound so boorish. You knew your sister and I were stopping by.
Yes, to see the song. If it isn't clear enough already, I'm done with it.
The song?
What, you forgot about the commission?
Ah, no, that's not why I'm here. Don't worry about that. Sterling waved Adrian's grumbles away with a swift motion of his hand.
It's not?
Work at your own pace. You know your sister and I know that you'll make magic.
Then why are you here? If you're not in a rush for my song.
We like to check up on you once in a while to make sure you're not holed up in here doing this. Sterling pointed to Adrian and then drew a circle over the crumpled papers on the floor.
Hey, it's an
Organized?
An organized mess.
Oh,
Alright,
no.
don't judge me. I'm trying my best.
Sterling put his hands up in front of him and smiled warmly at his brother-in-law. No judgment here, only tough love. He landed a playful but very hard punch into Adrian's shoulder. The boy reached up to rub his new wound with a glare.
I think I'm all stuck on the tough love for the day. Thank you very much. Anything else?
There was a glint in Sterling's eyes that Adrian recognized right away. He was going to ask the male to do something he definitely didn't want to do. Luckily, Adrian had already prepared his no, stern but not ungrateful. Well, there is one thing.
I know. There's always one thing I can do for you, Star.
A nickname used affectionately by most of Sterling's close relatives sat quite nicely on Adrian's tongue. Sterling was much too long and much too formal. You know, I only come with the most reliable and capable people with my, investments of time.
Right. Yes. Reliable and capable. You sure you got the right guy?
Adrian waved him off, but the teal-haired male was not deterred. They'd done this dance together many times before. You're the most capable, reliable guy I know. Sterling clapped his hands together like he had just told the best joke. earning an eye roll from Adrian, who just shook his head. Which is why I need your help. Well, actually, B needs your help. Oh god.
Water.
Please. It's been a while since I've spoke so long. Adrian resisted.
Do you want me to narrate for you? Or...
Yeah, you should read.
Yeah.
Okay, drink water while I do it for you.
Okay.
Adrian resisted the urge to stand up and walk away from the mail. A favor from his older sister always ends up involving the agency. Did I put too much into it? What happened?
Yeah.
Heart agency. The Hart Agency was founded by Robert and Serena Hart. Adrian and Brianna's parents it had since grown into a globally recognized talent agency, representing the world's top talent. A job regarding the agency that was passed down to his older sister would normally, no doubt, mean a hassle for Adrian. Working with the agency beyond simply writing songs was something Adrian had tried very hard to avoid the last few years of his life.
No.
What do you mean, no? Hear me out first. I haven't even told you what it is yet.
No.
Sterling reached into his pocket for his phone with a small smirk.
Don't you dare call me B.
I'm just checking the time. Relax.
You can use the clock on the wall for that.
Sterling disregarded Adrian's words and entered his lock combination to the phone. He began to swipe his finger across the screen with a speed that was reflective of anything but just checking the time. A loud ring reverberated throughout Adrian's small apartment, confirming the male's belief. Damn it, I'm pretty sure that's you. This is your thoughts, but I can do them.
Yeah, it's probably Adrian's thoughts, but you know.
Hang up.
Adrian jumped forward in an attempt to grab the phone from his brother-in-law's hands, but it was too late. The vibrant voice of his sister could be heard quite loudly from the speaker.
Oh.
Can I do the Brianna?
Oh my god.
Hi, babe. How are things going?
Oh my god. Fantastic! I'm sitting with Adrian right now. We're bonding.
Yes, totally.
Adrian leaned back into the couch and crossed his arms over his chest. It wasn't that he hated his sister, it was actually the complete opposite. He had adored her so much that he knew any favor she asked of him, Adrian would comply. No matter how badly he hadn't wanted to step foot into the life his sister and her husband had created for themselves. Are you taking care of yourself, Adrian? Last time I was at your place, there were sheets of music all over the place. Looked like you hadn't gotten up for days.
Oh, good night, hero. Sleep well.
Have a good rest, hero. Hope you enjoyed, you know, the brief, BL and voice cracks.
The men.
The men.
The art.
Don't worry, there will be more men soon.
What? Wow.
Damn, Astro, okay.
I'll be a bit preoccupied. I would try to get back soon.
Okay, I can take over.
What?
Dark's got something to do. I'm gonna come back now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can
Okay,
be the
I'm doing
woman,
Brianna
by the
now.
way. I could be her.
Okay, fine.
You need to move around, meet people, and socialize. You can't write music all day long, no matter how much you enjoy it.
Sorry, I'm sipping water right now heavily.
This is fine. My water's halfway across my room.
And do you know how much water I like drink sometimes when I voice these BL streams? I
No,
have
but I'm
like
pretty sure
3
I'm like
jugs
your
of water
two.
right next to me.
I'm pretty sure the last time we were voicing together, I drank like 2 bottles for once in my life.
Wow, congratulations.
Oh, you want to? Do
Uh,
you even have a mic?
willing participant. Okay.
Do you have a mic though, or like a mic in your laptop or something?
If you have a microphone, Toad, then sure. Um, but also it's fine. Like, not today, cause I don't have like anything set up.
Wait. Oh, I could draw Toad one day.
I mean, it's fine. You just will not have any avatar. That's it.
I think that's fine. Get him. Yeah.
I want to hear
This
your Brianna voice.
this is really
Oh,
funny.
you're
This is
supposed to
really
go on the.
funny.
It's wait. You have to go on the BL voicing, but it's
Oh,
locked, right?
it's locked though. Permission needs to be given.
I don't know how to do that.
Edit channel, permissions, add members.
You can also drag them in, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really? Well,
You can
great.
come in. I added you.
Come back. Hello.
Hello.
Even though you're in the other room.
This is really funny because you have like 2 male voice and 2 female voices.
Hello?
Wow.
Oh,
Hello.
you
Oh,
Can
are
you hear
building
me?
up the harem
okay.
games.
Toad,
How are
you
you
sound
louder
so
than me?
Am I
Toad.
too
You
loud?
are actually like the perfect volume where I can hear you. Wow.
Wish that was
Yeah,
me.
it's my headphones. They have a good mic.
Hey, Bill, step up your game. Step up your game.
I told you. I told you. When mom goes back to work, we're going to the fucking mall and I'm buying that Amazon card. Okay?
Fine.
Just
Okay.
have to wait.
Then I'm gonna hold off on the BLs till September. Then.
Yeah. Except
Rip.
for this one.
Rip Haybail. Oh, these ones. It's because these ones are short.
Uh,
Anyway, who's voicing
Yeah.
Brianna now?
Me.
Okay.
And the main character is me.
Okay. Good job. Did you
Thank
read this
you,
already?
I think. Yes. Wait.
Okay.
I
Skipped
don't
over it.
think I did, but oh well. I know.
Okay, I can come back into narrating.
Yippee!
Swallowed a whole bunch of water. I'm good now. Okay. His answer was a mumble. He had heard this argument from both his sister and her husband multiple times before, but Adrian made no effort to change it. He had been most happiest in his solitude. The only company he had needed was his music.
Yes, Astral. I won't lecture you all day, but remember, I'm your big sis, so it's kind of my job. So, Astral wants to know if you're here.
Oh, I'm here.
You don't have a reactive, so they can't see your profile.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, sorry. I mean,
One
I
day.
could actually, but it would just probably be like your Discord image.
No, that's fine.
Do you
I'll just
want?
be
Or like
the
she bullies
participant.
me.
I'll
Do
just
you?
be the participant in the background.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool.
Welcome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Toad bullies me, then I bully Toad.
Okay. Let's get back into
Yes,
this.
and it's your job as a little brother to at least hear me out. Blood is thicker than water. Yeah, stop using that line on me every time. It's true, isn't it? We'll be here for each other until the very end. Okay, spare me the savvy talk. What is that you want?
He could hear the small expression of excitement as she got what she had wanted. Adrian knew he would regret hearing her out, but she was right about family being there for each other.
Well, my dear star has taken on 3 of the biggest talents at the agency, but can't seem to meet all of the schedules. Oh, that's an easy fix. Drop one. Ha! Drop one? You're funny, Adrian.
Would you like a, Toad to voice Brianna and you, Adrian?
I need my water. I'll be.
It sounds like you're struggling.
I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I need the water. I can't. I can't use pop. I'm dying.
I mean, Toad, are you up for voicing, Brianna's not gonna have a big role, so.
Sure.
You did say you were a willing
No, but
applicant.
I'm. I'm back.
Suffer.
Welcome back.
I wasn't joking. Oh wait, it's a.
No, of
No, of
course
course
not.
not.
It's a valid option,
Oh,
but not viable for the agency, as I said. They're the 3 biggest stars on our roster and bring in the most money.
okay. And
And Star and I have a solution. We need you to take on the job as personal assistant to Sterling, so that he can still do his regular job and maintain running the agency.
personal assistant. What would that even entail?
Dealing with the stars when Sterling simply can't.
Okay, I guess I'll voice these ones. Ha, never in a million years. There's no way I'm babysitting a bunch of spoiled celebrities.
Why me? Just hire someone. I'm sure people would jump at the opportunity to work at Heart Agency.
These guys are very particular about who represents them, so having you by their side is only a temporary solution until Sterling's schedule clears up or until we can find a suitable replacement.
You know, I hate the limelight, B. I can't be seen walking around with a celebrity.
I understand that, but I'm in a tough spot right now, Adrian. I wouldn't ask if I didn't need to.
Adrian looked over at Sterling, who jutted his lower lip out in a small pout. The younger male groaned, kicking his leg into the air.
Please, baby brother.
That sounds so weird. Fine, I'll do it. Just don't call me that. In fact, don't call me anything more than Adrian from now on until the end of this whole fiasco. I don't want anyone to know I'm your songwriter. That's my only condition. Or else, I'm not doing it.
I don't see any issues with all that. Do you, B?
None whatsoever. It seems we have a deal.
Brianna and Sterling began to gush together, Brianna squealing and Sterling laughing. It was a show that made Adrian smile, despite his apprehensions about his future role in the agency.
Alright. Now can you get out of my house?
Adrian stood up and motioned to the door, earning another laugh from the pair. No, not until we get this place cleaned up. Adrian slammed his hand against his cheek. This was gonna be a long day. Looking into the mirror, Adrian had let out a sigh. The events of the day weighed heavily upon his mind. He wanted nothing more than to crawl into his bed and stay there, but that wasn't really a option at the moment. He splashed water onto his face, shaking his hair to remove the droplets that had sprayed into his bangs. When he looked at his reflection, he had seen a spark of the boy he had used to be, shadowing his parents to countless media events for the agency. The boy had loathed the time he had spent with the agency. Almost every celebrity he had come in contact with was full of themselves. This had been they had some kind of superiority complex that stretched even beyond the big screen. They simply thought they were better than the talent agents that repped them. He could say now, as an older man, Adrian had met a lot of wonderfully talented people at Heart Agency that he respected a lot, Sterling included. The thought of having to work with talent that didn't much care for the core values of the people who had been supplying them the opportunity for their lavish lifestyles didn't sit well with him. He could hear their grating voice now, demanding he grab them coffee with low-fat milk in the morning, telling him he was doing a terrible job when he had gone out of his way for them, and of course, them bashing the company. Was it all worth it in the end? For his sister, yes. Letting out an angry sigh, Adrian slammed his fist against the proclaimed sink top. If he could tell her no without feeling bad about it, he could probably live an almost peaceful life. But at the end of the day, Adrian would never trade his sister or her husband for the world. Being an assistant to some celebrities for a few weeks was the least he could do for the pair. After all they had done for him, including making sure he was taking care of himself. So what were a few ridiculous requests and rude remarks for the sake of his family's business and his sister's sanity? It could be fun. Maybe. Probably not, but that just meant his sister and Sterling owed him a favor later on. That'd make it all worth it in the end. Adrian reached towards the mirror where his phone had been carefully propped up, playing a lo-fi beat to help calm his nerves. He was hoping the tune would at least make him a little drowsy. He needed to go to bed at a normal human hour to make his appointment at the agency first thing in the morning. Time to try something else. With a few swipes on... oh shit. Oops, sorry. I just skipped over that completely. The narration was so long, I just read it.
You just accepted it.
I just accepted. Fuck, okay. I was just like, when does it end?
Don't steal my role. Don't steal my role.
Okay. With a few swipes on his phone, Adrian defaulted to something he knew would put him to sleep. The relaxing sound of rain. He rummaged around his cabinetry looking for the next part of his relaxation plan. A lavender-scented bath salt gifted to him by Brianna. He was running uncomfortably low, but if stress was overwhelming at any point in time, it was now. As he began to draw a bath, he mentally listed off all he'd have to do for the night before going to bed. It wouldn't be a long list of tasks, but he anticipated a lot of twisting and turning that night. It was never easy waking up when an important task he couldn't avoid was laid out in front of him. Oops.
Oh.
Okay.
I had the exact same reaction.
The obnoxiously loud alarm on Adrian's phone rang throughout the empty apartment. I think this is allowed. Like, a half-naked man on stream is probably allowed, I guess.
Oh, but they're never showing.
I mean, I think I did rate this stream, like, mature.
All your streams are rated. I'm just letting you know this. Have been.
Oh, right. The man just barely awoke from the sound, rolled over, and slammed his hand across the top of the screen, as if it was a bell he could simply ding to make all the noise stop. Oh, it's back again, okay. When nothing had happened, he tried again, this time more aware as he fumbled with the smartphone and slid his index finger across the screen to silence the alarm. Ugh, I don't want to get up. The covers are so warm. Maybe I'll just stay home. Yeah. Just as that thought had crossed his mind, Adrian's phone began to go off again, this time a call. Glancing at it, the curiosity getting the better of him, Adrian let out another, more guttural groan. This time there was no familiar name flashing across the screen. Instead, there was a bright golden star flashing across the front. Sterling. Adrian tossed the sheets off of him after a few moments. There was no use answering the phone now. It was meant simply as a reminder that today Adrian needed to get his ass in gear. And that was what he was going to do eventually. The phone blinked once, twice, and a notification displayed for a new voicemail. Rise and shine, sunshine. Hot tip for your new job. Wear pants. See you soon. Adrian stared at the phone. His disgruntled expression deepened. Wear pants? What kind of advice was that? Was he trying to be funny? He sighed dramatically. Sterling had a way of confusing and distracting someone in a way that whatever was troubling them was completely forgotten about. Well, he was awake now in any case. His legs hung off the side of the bed for a few moments before Adrian began his descent down the ladder. When his feet touched the cold wooden floor, he shivered. Damn, wish I went to bed in socks last night. Looking around his apartment, Adrian noted the loft bed, the modern compact computer desk, and the small blue ottoman. All things he thought were good ideas at the time. Now the room felt stale. He had been here for far too long. Perhaps now that his lease was ending, he'd finally get a new place to stay instead of releasing the apartment. But those were thoughts that would have to wait until after he completed his new job. Adrian took a sluggish step forward. He dragged his feet a few inches forward, one by one, until finally he had made it to his closet. What am I supposed to wear? Other than pants. Adrian rustled through his clothes, tossing various shirts onto the chair beside him. What exactly did one wear to their first day of work as a personal assistant?
Wait, is it actual pickable? Oh.
Jeans are too casual. No, wait, I want to be casual. I think. I don't know. Picking out a suitable outfit was the hardest part of any day for Adrian. If he could simply walk around in the clothes he lounged in, it'd save him a headache. But at the agency, he had to worry about appearances and how he represented himself. It would be a reflection to Sterling and Brianna, and Adrian couldn't do that to them.
Wait. Dark.
Yes.
I want you to say the word, the crisp word, the crisp.
Nothing too exciting. Crisp.
With an S at the end.
Why? Okay, crisps.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know
Anyways,
why.
continue the game.
Yeah, stuff like this happens. Dark. It's just random. What a drag. Luckily for the male, there wasn't much variation in his wardrobe. When Adrian liked something, he bought it in every color imaginable. Since he rarely liked anything, it left a small pool of clothes to choose from. He picked out a comfortable purple shirt and threw his favorite brown plaid jacket over it.
Ooh. Oh.
It's literally the same
okay.
outfit.
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Oh my god.
And I really like plaid.
This is your line.
Oh, sorry. Works for me.
With that settled, it left only a few things left on Adrian's to-do list. Next up was food. I'll make Sterling buy me lunch for dragging me into this. He rarely even ever bought groceries anymore. His fridge was stocked mainly because of Sterling and Brianna, but their slim donations could only hold out for so long. Happy with his own decision, Adrian walked into the center of the loft and took a seat on the swinging chair that was attached to the ceiling. Frankly, he thought there was no logical or even useful place for the thing, but as time passed, the supposed art deco piece added by the apartment's former owner grew on Adrian. Adrian had managed to grab a harmonica on his way to the living area. There was no way he was leaving the apartment without playing some sort of music. That usually helped him relax and clear his mind. Though, as on cue, the peaceful plans he had were shattered by a knock on the door. Of course. Letting out a large sigh, Adrian gripped the ropes of the swing tightly. He shot a glare at the door. Was it really time to start his day? Wow. Adrian called out to the door with his fist clenched. He could think of 10 things he wanted to do more than work at the agency, and all of them involved playing his harmonica on the swing before starting his day. Hold up. Hey, I'm being courteous and waiting for you to open the door. You know I have the key. Adrian groaned and waved his hands in the air as if Sterling could see it. There was no space for negative feelings on his swing. It would be bad luck to stay there and grumble about it. So instead, he headed to where all of his jumbled emotions were sorted out. The couch. He collapsed onto the leather sofa, awaiting the smiling face of his new temporary boss. Adrian heard the click of the lock as Sterling let himself into the apartment.
Jesus.
Speed.
Hey!
Adrian flinched when something warm crashed against his head. He snapped his head to the right, seeing Sterling holding up a cup of coffee with a... jovial?
Yes.
Yeah, jovial.
Ew, what the fuck? Grin.
I don't know.
The A is silent. His eyes traveled downwards. Adrian realized that a wrapped muffin was tossed his way. That made him laugh, the first real joy he had this morning. Where's my thanks?
You broke into my apartment and threw a muffin at my head. Why would I thank you?
Is that what happened? I remember feeding you. Jeez. A little gratitude would be nice. Despite Sterling's words, he was smiling. There was hardly ever so much as a furrow on the man's brows. Adrian took the warm coffee from his grasp.
Thank you. Now will you leave?
Not getting cold feet now, are you?
I'm not scared. I just don't want to go.
Sounds like something a scared person would say. Adrian sipped on his coffee to avoid saying the playful insult that sat idly on his tongue. Jokes aside, tough guy, are you ready to head out? We can eat in my car.
What do you think?
I think you're gonna have a great time.
It's not my first day of school, Star. I don't need a pep talk.
Then, prove it to me and get a move on. Lose that sluggish bad boy attitude you got going on. That won't help anyone. You don't have to want to be there, but at least pretend like you care about helping your sister and I out.
I do care, and you know that. But I don't want to put any bullshit.
Then don't. It's not your job to get stepped all over. Set your boundaries and I'll back you up. Sterling began walking towards the door, Adrian following. But I won't, if you're not even trying.
I'll try.
Will you?
Yes. Now let's go before I change my mind.
After you, then. Adrian shuts his eyes as he listened to the pop beat playing through the speakers in Sterling's car. It was loud, blaring almost just like he had liked it. Adrian felt the most comfortable, engulfed in his musical world, no person, place, or thing bothering him. When the music died down abruptly and all that was left was the rumbling of the engine, Adrian's reverie was shattered. He opened one eye, looking out from the front windshield window to see where he had ended up. He was hoping it was anywhere but the intended destination. Though there was no such luck, they were at the agency. Sterling tapped the top of the car's dashboard with a hefty hand, laughing as he did so. He wore the proud smile of a father whose child just graduated with honors. The joy that cars brought in the older man was actually something Adrian thought was funny. Despite Sterling not having any kids of his own, he acted like a total father. It was endearing. Adrian smiled playfully at his brother-in-law, who had been fussing with the car with the AC vents. Not even a speck of dust could be left in them when the man was finished. Adrian leaned forward with a smirk on his face.
No! No! Okay.
Do it.
Does the car call you daddy?
Maybe.
Oh, no.
The two men had burst out into laughter. Working with Sterling wouldn't be so terrible. It could even be, dare he say, fun. Huh, probably not. The loud clamoring of people could be heard quite clearly when Adrian looked to his right. He understood why. There were tons of fans lined up outside of the agency. High-low fans, if their signs gave anything away. He's one of our highest earning stars. Sterling motioned with a sign to the man's face on it. High-low, short black hair, large blue headphones around his neck, and a sultry smile.
Sultry.
Sultry, okay. Thank you, Dark. Adrian rolled his eyes at the image. He knew damn well that despite the two never having met, that Hyla was an entirely different guy on the screen than he was in person. It was part of the trade. The guy whose fans were worshipping wasn't even real.
Well, good for him.
Good for us. It's stars like him that make the agency so profitable and well known. Your sister and I can keep doing what we're doing because of the influx.
And why I get to be a personal assistant? Gee, thanks, Hilo. You seem like a swell guy.
Adrian heard Sterling chuckle under his breath as he opened his car door.
Oh, wait, Astral, get out of here. Get out. It's my turn to pick. Yes, get out.
Adrian opened the car door himself and stepped out, the cool air hitting his cheeks. The two fixed themselves, Sterling straightening the hem of his shirt and Adrian ruffling his own hair. When that was done, Sterling led the way to the entrance of the building. Well, at least he tried. The entrance was blocked by even more fans who were probably awaiting the entrance of their favorite idol. Their collective groans were enough to tell Adrian that he and Sterling weren't who the frenzied group were looking for.
Already? It's too early for this.
Not for them. Sterling motioned to the group with a grin. Some of these fans stay overnight. Some of them are even repeat visitors. They come once or twice a week. I even know them by name.
What a waste of their time.
To meet their idol? I don't think so. Sterling placed a hand on his lips and motioned to the door. At least it looked like that. Like that was what he was aiming for. It was hard to tell what was beyond the crowd. For all Adrian knew, it could have been a magical genie giving out wishes on the agency's doorstep. Watch this. Adrian raised a brow but looked on curiously as Sterling called out to the crowd. Most of the fans had turned around, the chatter dying down as they laid their eyes on the manager of Halo, Sterling himself. Good morning, guys. How are you doing today? The crowd erupted in loud cheers and screams in response to Sterling's question. Adrian Winston covered his ears. Loud music was one thing. People screaming in his ear, he didn't see the appeal. Who wants to be fan one?
I vote Toad.
I'm gonna be the next fan, if there is one.
There is.
Miss S, how's Hilo?
Oh my god, wow. People began to shout out greetings to the man whose smile never left his face, even as he began to say hello to the fans individually. He's doing great. I'll be sure to tell him you guys asked. One of the fans had caught sight of Adrian and waved her arms in the air, calling out to him. Fan free.
You must be the new guy.
Okay, sure. Adrian raised his brow at Sterling, who smiled nervously. Had to make an official announcement on our social media, but I kept it very vague. Didn't even post your name. But the fans notice any changes. Anyway, I'm sure they'll love you.
I don't really care how they feel about me.
Then there's no problem. Sterling clapped his hands together. Oh my god, fan one.
Welcome back, GTA.
Is
Toad,
he
it's your
going to be
turn.
paired with Hilo?
At the mention of the superstar's name, loud clamoring spread throughout the group, some members shouting that Adrian had better take care of their idol or else. Adrian thought it all absurd and wore a sour face as he thought of a retort that wouldn't make the agency look bad, but Sterling was already on it and placed his hands in front of him. I want no harassment of my employees, understood? Otherwise, we'll make you wait in the public parking lot, and we all know Halo doesn't park his car there. The teal-haired man chided to the group like a class full of young children, but they had been quick to obey. Loud and boisterous, sure, but the group wasn't particularly rowdy. At least there was that positive. Sterling shot Adrian a smug and confident grin, obviously proud of himself for being able to control his space. A space that would also become Adrian's for the next few months.
Wait. Let Toad read this, just for GTA.
You want me to read it from the beginning?
Just this.
Okay. He wanted to tell Sterling not to pair him up with Hilo, but he was sure speaking it into existence would make it real, and that was a popular headache he wasn't ready for just yet.
Okay, Hoot's turn.
Oh my god. The two had begun to walk forward as the crowd had dispersed from the door, security working to make sure there was a safe path through. Okay. Once inside the building, Sterling opened his arms as if to exclaim home sweet home. The smile on the man's face told a story of comfort. It did better than Hee-Ho. Yeah, my voice is cracking and all that stuff.
Oh, Toad, wanna narrate then? So Hee-Hoo can...
Okay.
I mean, if you're comfortable with it, if you're not, like, that's fine.
Sure, I am fine with it.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Adrian, however, wore a different expression. Apprehension. The walls closing in around him. He shook his head, hair hitting the sides of his face. Actually, being inside of the agency reminded him of his childhood. His parents worked. In the end, what did it matter when they weren't even here to enjoy what they created?
Over here we have the central offices. It's the closest to the bottom floor because it can get noisy outside with the fans, and because business people can be very impatient when waiting for a elevator. Trust me.
Wait, why doesn't? Okay, how about Dark fills in for you for Sterling now, so you could just, take a break.
Dude, I can actually like hear and feel my voice cracking. Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dark
You need to take a break. Tell us.
Yeah, you should.
All right.
Next slide.
Adrian snapped his head to the left, following Sterling's gaze to the beige leather sofa. They must have been standing in the lounge, where people waited to be called in the office. To be honest, Adrian hadn't even realized that the two had taken any steps forward at all, let alone walked across the halls to the central offices. Though craning his neck behind him, Adrian noticed the walk wasn't far off, and he hadn't been lost in his thoughts for too long.
Do I have to read, or is Dark reading?
Dark.
Oh,
It's
so
your turn.
I forgot. You might be sent here to deal with some paperwork, but we can handle which office you will need to go to specifically when the time arises.
Sterling turned on his heels, ending the very quick tour of the bottom floor. Next up was a trip to the elevators, where the pair had gone a few floors up.
Guess what we have up here, Adrian?
The cafeteria.
Adrian looked around the empty hallway. Aside from the sound of the elevators behind him, it was completely quiet. The lack of sound was actually a bit unsettling, and Adrian couldn't wait to leave the sterile halls.
No, there's catering on each floor of the designated eating area. You don't have to worry about that. Up here is where you will see the recording studios. We've got quite a few rooms dedicated to it.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, that wasn't in the sentence. What?
Did I misread? Wait, let's look
Did
back.
it glitch?
Can I do this? No.
Oh, well.
I don't know.
Oh, now
I
the
can't load it
silence makes sense.
Did you read this?
Yes.
Yep, all the rooms are soundproof for that amazing high audio quality.
You're making a pitch or something?
Of course, always sell your business, rule number 1.
Why is there 7 people here? I'm not getting paid to advertise. That costs extra.
We can come to an agreement, I'm sure. But anyway, let's peek inside one of the rooms.
This went on for who knows how long. Sterling showed Adrian around the entire building, thrusting him in front of both young and old staff members who praised him for his ability to be hired at the agency. Probably praise in order to not scare him away like the other assistants who had found working with the celebrities was not a suitable job worth their time.
2 hours, 4 minutes of stream.
The pair had... What?
2 hours and
No.
24 minutes of stream. Continue.
The pair had seen the photo studio, sound productions, and the rehearsal area. Now they were standing in what Sterling had called the agency lounge, though it seemed like the pair had traveled through at least 4 of these rooms.
How many lounges are there in this place?
Well, we have a lot of staff.
So a lot of
So
places.
a lot of play. Oh, sorry.
So a lot of places to take a break.
Sounds pretty good. Oh no, sorry. Sounds good, right? So long as you don't forget you're getting paid to work. Don't loaf around.
Of course.
The sound of high heels clicking on the floor made the men turn their heads to the entrance of the room. Standing there with hair slightly out of place and a small sweat bead on their forehead was a woman that Adrian was sure he'd never seen before. She let out a huff of air and clutched her clipboard tightly to her chest.
Okay, I think this is the woman.
Sterling, sir.
Well, hello.
Though as Sterling began to speak, the woman prattled on frantically, now waving her free hand wildly.
I can't find them.
Whoa, calm down.
I'm sorry. I know I'm really not really allowed in here, but I was talking on the phone to another client, and then when I turned around, poof, gone.
I or L.
We have to go. We need to find them.
Sterling couldn't get a word in edgewise as Elena kept speaking over him to the point where Adrian had wondered if she was beginning to get hysterical.
Listen, we can.
The woman clamped her hand on his arm tightly and began to literally drag the older man away from Adrian.
Damn. Huh? What the?
I'll be back, Adrian.
Adrian began to laugh to himself. Losing something wasn't too funny, but seeing a grown man the size of Sterling get dragged off by this young woman definitely was. He hadn't noticed Sterling get so flustered before, trying his hardest to get out of the woman's grasp to calm her down. Now, Adrian had some time to waste until he could reconvene with Sterling about what his duties would actually be. He walked further into the lounge, collapsing onto one of the couches. He chose the seat nearest to the woven orange and pink blanket. It wasn't cold, but it did look warm and inviting. He wondered if it belonged to someone. Looking around the room, he noticed how nicely decorated the place was. There were chairs set up by the open windows.
Don't mind me.
Water.
This lounge felt different from the numerous others he had been dragged through. He imagined it'd be a great place to have a meal and watch movies on his phone, or even write songs that he could play on the guitar that sat comfortably a few feet away. Heart Agency was a beautiful place, and frankly, it intimidated him. But only a little. Adrian's eyes landed on the guitar once more. It was a G series, the best that money could buy. He imagined strumming it would feel smooth like butter. Am I reading the thoughts, or?
I
Yeah.
could do that. I kind of want to play it, but should I really be touching something that isn't mine? Play guitar.
Okay.
It's an agency land. Just, I don't see why I can't play the guitar.
Adrian stood up and headed to the guitar. He picked it up gingerly. It wasn't shocking to see the instrument was not only a G-series guitar, but that it was a limited edition that would run about $20,000 on the public market.
Jesus.
Particularly surprising to him, the instrument was familiar. He knew this guitar. It used to live in the office of the previous lead talent manager. Adrian had never been allowed to touch it as a child visiting the agency.
I wonder why it's here, and in such an open place.
It would be so heavenly to play it. Adrian could tell this fact right away as he strummed the first chord to a familiar song, From the Heart. It was a song he had written for his sister during a particularly dark time in her life. It was a huge hit with the public, though no one had ever found out who was the true author of it. Adrian preferred it that way. Completely forgetting where he was for a moment, Adrian continued to strum, humming aloud as he did so. The sound of footsteps, low and slow, made their way to Adrian's ears. He looked up casually, trying his best to blend into the lounge. He was sure he looked as out of place as he had felt. However,
Oh.
from the corner of his eyes, Adrian caught a glimpse of a man. He was tall, his shadow casting onto the floor beside him as he walked down the steps. Carefully, one by one, the man walked, wincing whenever he had caused one of the metal steps to creak.
Is he sneaking around?
Adrian straightened himself up, craning his neck to get a better look at the man who was now clutching his hood over his eyes. It was a poor attempt at hiding himself, because Adrian could tell who the man was right away.
Really? The man from the posters outside.
Halo looked from left to right, and then repeated the motion. When he was satisfied that no one of interest was around, Halo let out a heavy sigh and placed his last foot on the ground. Adrian's body grew rigid as Halo veered away from the exit and took a seat on the couch nearest to him.
Okay.
It's your turn.
What?
It's your turn.
You want me to voice this guy?
Let's go.
Yes.
There are other characters, so don't worry about me.
Yes. That's why
Alright.
I'm making him do it.
Wow,
I'm
I'm surprised that you're
assuming.
not making Dark do most of this.
I'm assuming.
You're
Let's
putting
go.
me with this guy because he has dark hair just like me, aren't? Is that it?
And he's blue. And he's blue.
You
Dude,
did say your favorite color is blue.
you can't just throw my favorite color at me like this, huh?
I need to get water.
Beautiful song.
Huh?
Sorry,
Should I
excuse me.
narrate now that,
No,
I'm back?
I can do it.
Okay.
Adrian lifted his head to glance at the man who had turned his head only slightly to look at Adrian. Halo's hands were clasped together by his lap.
Crap, was he listening? That's kind of embarrassing.
You were playing from the heart, right? It's a beautiful song. One of my favorites.
Adrian raised his brow. It was hard to tell if the man was being sincere.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites too. It's got a lot of emotion behind it. I play it sometimes when I'm nervous about something.
He didn't know why he blurted that last bit out, but it was too late to retract the statement.
To help you get through it?
Yeah.
Haybail.
Oh, I didn't know because it doesn't say thoughts or something. It helped me so many times. It's gotta help me too.
Well, I hope you're feeling a little less nervous.
I actually am. Thanks. Today wasn't a terrible first day. Not yet, anyways.
Adrian looked to the celebrity who had turned his whole attention from their conversation to the remote he had grabbed on the table in front of him. Adrian didn't know what to make of this conversation, though at least it had ended pleasantly. Halo held the remote in his hands for a moment, as if debating whether or not he should turn the TV on. Ultimately, the man chose to press the power button, and the low humming of voices on the TV filled the silence that was growing between the two men. Jesus Christ, there's long run-on sentences.
Yeah, that's it hurts. Also, if you're
Hmm.
getting tired, I can take over.
No, I can go a bit longer.
Strong.
All right, just signal me if you're tired.
Okay. Adrian straightened himself up and turned his attention to the television. There was no other way to dissipate the awkwardness of the encounter.
Or you know what? I'm gonna just throw narration at Dark. He's been silent for too
Ah,
long.
Oh, okay. I got
Okay.
this. Did we read this one already or no?
Yes.
no. Oh.
All right. This one is not red.
Oh, okay. So quickly it had began, and so quickly Hilo had shut it down. He was a peculiar man, or maybe Adrian was just a little intimidated. He refused to believe it was the second option.
Wait, how long is the stream gonna be? I think we're
Um.
like halfway, three-fourths done with this demo already.
A woman's shrill voice rang out of the television speakers, growing as Hilo raised the volume. Adrian had recognized her as the Gale Forrest of the Good Morning Show. All of the world's popular and rising stars had made a home on that stage at least once in their careers. There wasn't anything of substance to come out of the interviews held with Gale. She discussed rumors that she knew the stars would never answer, but that the audience would be on the edge of their seats waiting for. Instead, all Gale was really able to get out of her guests were half-hearted advertisements about upcoming movies, television shows, world tours, and the like. It was safe to say that Adrian hadn't cared for the show, but hey, if it eased the tension in the room, he'd take it.
Good morning. It's not New Year's yet, but there is a firecracker sitting next to me.
Gale motioned to the blonde-haired male sitting beside her. He wore his hair in a low pulled back bun, a style choice that Adrian thought looked quite nice. Despite the man's perfectly placid smile, Adrian got the vibe that the celebrity was bored. Perhaps it was the dull look in his silver eyes behind his glasses when the camera zoomed in, or the way his hands were idly placed on his lap, still like a statue.
This is
Elias.
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 Elias,
The
Elias,
second,
it could be either.
Elias Lowe.
Yeah.
You may have seen him in those spicy trailers for Harley Quinn Harm, the new thriller movie taking the internet by storm. With puppet masters, detectives, and serial killers, what more could the viewers want?
Gale looked to the audience as she spoke, and Adrian couldn't help but roll his eyes at her attempt to bait their audience. She was so over the top dramatic with her inflection. Who could honestly be into watching something like this? The audience began to truly roar when Elias opened his mouth to thank Gale for having him on the show.
Oh, so
It's
that's
an
what he
honor
looks
to
like.
be here. Wait, what?
You can see the character right here.
On the bottom left.
Okay. Wait, is this.
This is Elias.
It's a
But is
man.
this gonna. Okay. Yeah, I could do. I could try.
Go.
Go.
It's an honor to be here, Gail. Thanks for having me. After we talked to your brother last week, I just knew we needed to talk to you as well. We had a lot of amazing things to say about you. As he should.
The audience laughed at that response, but the man next to Adrian grunted. For a second, Adrian had forgotten that Hyla was even in the same room as him. Maybe he thinks Elias isn't funny, or he agrees that this show is totally lame. Turning slightly, Adrian took note of the way Hylo's face had scrunched up, completely different from the expression he wore before turning on the television.
That guy.
But Hylo's voice had trailed off, and he placed his chin in his hands, leaning forward as if to hear Gale more clearly.
What's it like being able to work for the biggest agency in the world with your brother? I feel so blessed to be able to work at Heart Agency. I've been given so many amazing opportunities.
As he talked, Adrian lowered his eyes at the screen. Is this one of the guys I'll have to work with? Elias seemed like a good talker, but there was something amiss in the man's hollow smile. Adrian couldn't quite put his finger on it.
I tried my best.
Damn.
I never voiced a man in my life. I'm sorry, okay?
Adrian hadn't known how long Elias had been talking before Gale finished up the interview, but he was sure it couldn't be long for long. Elias's response was short and to the point, no room for deviating from his script.
Sorry.
He told Gale what he wanted her to know and avoided what he didn't want her to talk about. Hilo had looked visibly upset by the end of the interview. Adrian opened his mouth to say something, but a familiar cry cut him off. Both sets of eyes shot towards the door where the sound of loud clacking of heels could be heard.
Who this?
There's probably the same woman from
Adrian!
before.
Oh no, 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 don't do this here. No.
What?
Do not. It's a
They have sleeping people.
ignore us, just who is this?
Probably a woman.
Adrian.
No, the one from before, I imagine.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, whoops.
It's
Adrian
okay.
barely had time to stand up as the woman from earlier had nearly tackled him.
Damn.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Sterling had been by the woman's side, approaching the pair of men with a large grin. Whatever he had been dragged off to find earlier must have been in one piece.
Damn.
Sterling told me all about you. All?
He glanced at Sterling, who reassuringly shook his head no, not everything, but what the woman had needed to know about Adrian's job at least.
If you're as hardworking as he says you are, it'll be so much fun to work with you. We'll make a great team.
She prattled on and on, barely catching her breath. Hilo, who had been sitting by Adrian just a moment ago, was all but gone. Sterling gave a knowing look at the entryway, but didn't bother to interrupt the woman in the midst of her tirade. When the woman had pulled Adrian in for a hug, he let out a surprised grunt, and she pulled away with wide eyes.
You must be confused about who I am. I'm just out here throwing myself at you. I apologize. My name's Elena
Choi.
Thank you. I work with Sterling, obviously, and you soon. I'm the person in charge of your social media here at Heart Agency. It's so nice to meet you.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking about that comment now. Adrian forced a polite smile for the sake of being kind, and for Sterling, but he already knew that he was going to avoid Alina when he could. She was already giving him a headache. He hadn't drunk enough coffee for this.
Wait, the depression?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Now that they pointed it out, I know you were trying to make a bored voice for the other guy.
I now that I know what I sound like, I have like the squeakiest voice I've ever heard in my life.
No, it's good. It's good.
You're trying, that's
Suddenly,
what
Alina.
counts.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Uh, Suddenly, Alina let out a discordant cry. Her arms flew up above her head in an exaggerated manner.
No, I lost him again. Who? Hilo?
Adrian motioned to the entryway with his head. Ah, so he was hiding away from Alina. That makes sense. Well, at least he got to make his escape. I'm not so lucky.
Yes, I've been looking all over for him. I wanted to see if I could get an exclusive for the web show. Do you have a web show?
Um,
You want to go back
We
at it?
have a web show. Yeah, do you want to do it?
oh, if you guys want, I can just go back to narrating and Dark can keep Sterling.
I can keep narrating and you can do Sterling.
Wow. Wow, okay, I see how it is.
What's wrong, you? What's wrong, huh?
Damn, okay. It used to be Dark getting all the voices, and now I'm just being thrown out here.
Your live bait.
Wow, okay. We have a web show, actually.
Sterling placed an arm over the girl's shoulder. She nodded back at him excitedly.
She does all the work, getting the scoops, interviewing the stars, editing the content together.
So, what do you do? Sounds like Alana is doing everything.
I'm sorry to say this, but like your male voice is so like depressed and quiet.
I mean, the main MC is kind of snarky for the most part.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I mean like snarky is like
Sarcastic.
sarcastic. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, leave just say I'm trying my best, period.
I know you're trying your best, but like you can keep the depression, but just be a little bit louder.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah. The depression is okay.
Okay. I'll try my best.
Hey, I have you know that my job is very important.
For a minute, the man in charge looked flustered, earning a giggle from both Alina and Adrian, though Alina was quick to jump in once she had realized what she was doing.
Yes, he's the one who okays my videos before they publish. They are covered.
I pretty much approve all of them. Elena knows our audience and what they want to see.
All the while upholding the ideals and values of our agency.
She placed her hands on her hips and looked towards the ceiling as if she was a superhero. Jeez, it sounds like they rehearsed this. Alina's disappointment from losing Hilo had been washed away quite easily, and Adrian wondered if there was anything that could possibly get the girl's mood down.
What am I supposed to do now? Follow Hilo on another goose chase?
A wide smile spread across Sterling's face. Oh no, he has an idea.
You know, Adrian probably had a conversation with Hilo earlier. They were sitting together when we got here.
Fuck.
Ah, you did? Maybe he said some fun facts I could use for that next video. You've got to tell me.
Alina reached out and clamped her hands tightly around Adrian's arms before he could make a hasty escape like Hilo.
Rip.
Oof.
Elaine knows the way around the agency just as well as I do. In fact, she knows a lot of insider information that could be helpful for a new worker.
Oh no.
Elaine, Adrian could tell you all about his conversation with Hilo. You both win.
Win seems like loss to me. Alina clasped her hands together excitedly, and Adrian knew that the matter was settled. For the next few hours, he'd be dragged around the agency.
Well, I'm off to finish some more work. I leave Adrian in your very capable hands, Elaine.
Of course, it's going to be so much fun. I'm sure.
The depression. I'll give you a ride home when we're all done, kid.
That was Sterling's way of dumping Adrian on his new energetic co-worker.
Wow.
I'll have to thank Sterling later. The older man walked away shortly after, and Adrian had no choice but to follow Alina.
Rest in pieces.
Alina had an insider tip to say about every little thing in the agency. The paintings on the fifth floor were all cheaply made copies. The real ones were in the lobby where most people spend their time. The rugs in the hallways were vacuumed twice daily, and each stapler in the building had different color staples. She had even shown him some as proof.
Damn, girl.
There was a little bundle full of plenty of knowledge. It was really impressive and proved that Alina always had her ears open when walking around the agency.
Ooh.
As Adrian had, or rather, Sterling had promised, Adrian told Alina about Hilo's behavior during the Elias Lowe interview they had watched together.
His behavior isn't very surprising. Hilo doesn't seem to like Ash much.
Huh, so Hilo was so disgruntled over the mention of Ash earlier and not Elias? That's certainly interesting.
Really? Why?
Alina simply shrugged.
Do you think either of them would tell the one in charge of social media content? No, I guess not.
I guess even celebrities have their fights.
Anyhow, it's not something that really reflects well on the agency, and none of my business, so I don't push Hilo for that information. Makes sense. Believe it or not, I do care about the stars' privacy, but I need to be pushy if I want to get content. Still have a job to do.
Those words reassured Adri that Alina was someone who meant well. There seemed to be a lot of people like that at the agency. Working here probably won't be so bad. The pair returned to the lobby on the ground floor, having completed another tour of the agency.
Dots.
Something on your mind?
Adrian contemplated. Did he really want to draw out this experience any longer?
Question. Answer!
He giggled as Adrian raised an eyebrow at her.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. What were you going to say? Ah. Just something you said earlier. That you weren't allowed in the lounge. Oh, that one is reserved for the starters. Staff from the other departments aren't really supposed to be in there. The building is known as the homestead. It's
You did it.
where the talent. What?
You did it.
Okay, it was a tough journey. I got there. It's where the talent apartments are. A particular lounge is a common area for lounge.
Explains a few things.
I see. Sterling failed to mention that bit when he left me there. Oh,
Alina clapped her hands together, changing her tone completely.
anyway. I think that's about it for our tour.
Oh. Fifi just fell off her bed.
Is she
Oh.
okay?
Well, they were
Check
on the
her.
ground.
Her bed's
She
on the
okay?
ground.
But is she
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
She's okay.
Oh,
she
are you
just-
sure.
Flopped.
The bed is like, you know, literally on the ground. She didn't flop like off my bed.
Okay. Okay.
She's completely fine. She just fell back asleep.
Okay, we good. I think that's about it for our tour, Adrian. I just said that.
It's finally over.
Thank you for the tour. Of course, Adrian. You're super nice. It's going to be so much fun working with you. Likewise.
Adrian had no real problem with the energetic girl, but he had felt like the social gas tank was on empty just listening to her prattle on.
Have a great evening, Adrian. See you tomorrow.
The two parted ways, Alina returning to her work, Adrian wandering out to the massive stairs that led into the building. Tomorrow, he might need an energy drink.
Damn. Same.
Heavy footsteps followed behind him alerted him to the presence of someone approaching. Looking up, he sees the hulking figure of Sterling beaming down at him.
Having fun?
Not the word I used. She's okay. Loud.
Ha! You'll get used to it. Why don't we call this a wrap on orientation day? I'll give you a lift home and let you decompress for a real work day tomorrow.
Yeah, home sounds good.
Oh my god, it's back to this again.
Today was another day for Adrian as a conventional worker. He laughed to himself thinking that he'd be working at 9 to 5 just like his parents had always urged him to do. It was something he had never saw himself doing, but now it would be his regular. They're getting a lot of... No, I'm not gonna say. Adrian ran his hand through his hair. His morning bath had taken longer than he had planned, and as such, he decided it'd save time to keep his hair wet and use the extra time to crawl right back into bed. It'd hopefully dry throughout the course of the day, a day he was yet again dreading. A call early in the morning had awoken him with a start. Sterling's good morning was not unwelcome. His task for the day, however... Today, Sterling had wanted him to go to the Annex Theatre building where the filmography set was. That in itself wasn't the problem. It was the fact that not only would Adrian be meeting up with Alina, but Sterling would conveniently not be there again. There was nothing wrong with Alina as a person. She was a really nice girl. She knew a lot about her job, the agency, social media in general. But she liked to talk.
Oh my god, she's a yapper!
A lot. Maybe more than a lot.
Damn.
She talks so quickly sometimes too, rattling off everything that had popped into her mind without even taking a breath.
3 hours of
Excuse
stream!
excuse me, GTA.
Damn it, Toad. Damn it.
Just like Hio for Wow.
That girl could read a dictionary on the water.
Damn.
It would be another long day. Adrian had some choice words for Sterling, but it could wait until the two saw each other in person, whenever that would be. A message? Probably from Sterling.
Oh?
Adrian lifted his phone to his face and scrolled through the messages. Sterling, just as he thought.
One of our big stars, Elias, is out today, so I need you to back up one of the clients at the photo shoot in his place.
Oh no.
Yes, I remember him.
Okay then.
Adrian made a mental note of it. Not every day could be an orientation. Adrian grabbed his keys and headed down to his own car. Sterling wasn't the only one who had a love of cars. While not quite on the same level as Sterling's love, Adrian possessed a vintage Beetle which he adored. Whenever he got particularly stuck when trying to write, he would often hope in his ancient little bug and drive, listening to the engine and letting the world fade away around him. He first bought the car in high school, fixing it up in one of the few non-agency activities with his father, and had been driving it ever since. A custom sunny yellow paint job that had seen better days, and a hand-drawn illustration of a sunflower and a bee on the rear door, Brianna's handwork. Her gift to him, it made him smile every time he saw it. The drive to the agency was a short one. Adrian could probably get there with his eyes closed. He had spent countless hours in one of the daycare rooms at the agency. What a dull and boring place that was. Hopefully I never have to visit it again. Adrian's thoughts were disrupted by a familiar sound, loud, blaring, and full of excitement. Ugh, the fans again.
I can't drive around. I can drive.
You can drive? No way, I don't believe that.
Drive through them.
No.
Drive
No,
through
I
them.
can't. I do not drive.
Adrian mumbled to himself under his breath. Sterling wasn't here today, so the chance of sweet talking his way through the crowd was slim to none. In fact, he didn't even want to attempt it. Adrian turned the steering wheel to the side and began to drive around the building. Fuck. There was no parking spots available by the back entrance. Of course. Why would there be? His life couldn't be easy for a single morning. Now he had to drive all the way back, park his car in the front lot, and then try to walk to another less crowded entrance where he could avoid having to deal with the fans. All of this because people wanted to catch a glimpse of their superstar, Hilo. Was the man even worth the time and effort? Adrian couldn't tell from their one conversation alone, though he was apt to believe in the negative when it came to celebrities. Adrian put his foot on the accelerator and drove forward. What in the hell? He caught a glimpse of a very suspicious black shadow hovering behind a large oak tree. As he got closer, he could see the outline of a man in a hood.
I swear, I saw Hilo in this direction.
Yay.
Oh boy.
He's not lying, I saw him too! I am fan too, I will remember this.
Will you? Hilo always uses the side entrance on Tuesdays. Why would he be near the back today?
I love how all three of you remembered, like, which number fan you are.
I kind of forgot for a second until Dark
Also,
was number 2.
also, Dark, are you getting tired?
No, I'm great.
Okay, alright. continue on then.
No, I'm
water.
kidding. Adrian pulled his car over to the side and watched the man strafe left and right, looking around very suspiciously. If it hadn't reminded him of an interaction he had the other day, Adrian would have been worried about the agency's security. The man who had been moving about sneakily was Hilo himself.
Wow.
Adrian and Hilo locked eyes.
Oh ho.
Oh great, he saw me. There was a sense of urgency in the idol's eyes, like an animal scurrying away from a predator. Adrian almost felt bad for him, but it was quickly wiped away when he realized that today was not his problem. It probably wouldn't be his problem the day after either. Hilo was a celebrity, it came with the territory. A not so small trade for all the money and fame that the world could offer him. Huh? The door on the passenger's side of Adrian's car was yanked open with a low screech. Adrian whipped his head to see what had been going on, but what he saw sent a rush of dread through his body.
Hey, who told you that you could just get into my car?
Adrian glared at the man whose face was still partially covered by his hood.
Who told you not to lock your door?
It jams sometimes, so I keep it open until I park, alright?
Hilo impatiently tapped his index finger against the dashboard.
You know what? We can continue our lovely conversation while you drive. Let's go.
Drive where?
Hilo pointed ahead and made a circular motion with his index finger.
Loop around once and then go through the gates.
I just looped around like a minute ago.
A minute ago, you didn't have me in your car, did you?
A minute ago, I was flying an almost okay day.
And now it'll be even better because, again, I'm in your car.
Running away from your fans and making me a target? Yes, much better.
Anyway, just loop around. It'll look like you're trying to find a parking spot. Your, stylish car is the perfect cover.
Fine, whatever. The faster we get this over with, the faster you get out of my car.
Exactly.
Adrian looked forward, preparing to make a turn at the corner yet again, though this time he had Hilo in his car, and this morning he had a bone to pick with the celebrity.
I don't like the way you said stylish. This car is my baby. First one. Gasp. A star representing the HUD agency is cursing? Get the cameras.
I think it skipped a dialogue.
Yeah,
Huh?
it seemed like
Yeah,
it.
it seems like it. Huh. I mean, I only clicked it like once and it just glossed over it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I accidentally double-clicked.
Hilo rolled his eyes, but Adrian could swear he saw Hilo's thin lip upturned into a smirk in the rear view window.
I'm incognito. It doesn't count.
A really great disguise you got there. The hood totally covers your face. They're poking you out, and the headphones don't give away anything at all. Definitely not like you've worn this outfit before.
A grin spread across the man's face, a mischievous glint in his eyes.
Oh, so you know it's a Halo trademark.
Everyone knows that. Everybody.
Not everyone, but you do.
Adrian tapped his steering wheel and shook his head. It was a simple observation and not one he thought he'd get scrutinized for. That, and he was wearing the same thing yesterday too.
Wow.
Whatever. We're here.
Adrian pointed towards the tall outer gate as they passed through. Seeing Hilo had distracted the fans enough that they were able to drive straight through the main entrance, suddenly devoid of the excitable crowd. Hilo let out a sigh of relief.
You looped around pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Adrian's voice trailed off when he noticed that Hilo had already had a foot outside of the door of his car. This time there was no squeak. Hilo must have opened it gingerly. How nice of him.
Okay.
Thanks. By the way, your car doesn't look like shit. A little shitty, but not totally shit. Wow.
Adrian shook his head, a smile dancing on his lips. He began to drive again, looking for a parking spot.
Okay.
Elena was waiting in the front lobby for Adrian, tapping her foot impatiently. He wasn't sure if the girl was actually mad or not, but he was a little nervous to face her nonetheless. She began to wave her phone in his face, and Adrian smiled half-heartedly.
10 minutes late, Adrian. Not off to a good start.
Adrian could barely see the time with Elena waggling her phone in his face. He knew he was late regardless. Finding parking in the cramped lot was hard enough. Adding in navigating through fans with their idol in your car, nightmare difficulty.
It's the first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad ending.
Huh?
It won't. I'm joking.
Are you sure now?
Yeah, I didn't play it.
I don't remember, so...
Hilo jumped in my car.
Adrian blurted the information out as if he was bottling it up inside of him, and he couldn't hold it in any longer.
What?
Elena could barely contain her excitement as she exclaimed loudly. Noticing the new stares in her direction, she placed a hand over her mouth and quieted down.
He just got into your car? Yep, to escape from fans that were looking for him. Oh my gosh, what did you do? I helped him get into the building without being seen. Out of the kindness of your heart, or because the stubborn guy gave you no choice? A little bit of both.
Elena let out a small giggle.
If we didn't have a huge day ahead of us, I'd be pestering you for more information.
Espresso for his depresso, damn.
Thank goodness for that. Elena began to walk forward, talking as she did.
Today you will be chaperoning what? Did I say that word right?
Yeah.
Ash? Oh, chaperoning.
I was thinking of pepperonis.
Wait, what?
I was thinking of pepperonis.
Chaperoning
But there's no
pepperoni.
C. It's a C. One of our stars.
I don't like the sound of that.
I'm sorry, okay? Chaperoning? Oh wait, chaperoning is you child. Not exactly, no. Ash is just a bit difficult to deal with. He likes to run off. Run off? A grown adult? Mm-hmm. Normally his twin brother, Elias, keeps him in check, but today he's busy.
Elias, Adrian had recalled seeing the stoic man being interviewed on the Good Morning show the day before.
You have to make sure that Ash is present and participating in both of his photo shoots today. They are back to back. 2 photo shoots? Great. What is Ash like? I don't really know. He and his brother avoid me like the plague. They're better at it than Halo, that's for sure. Oh, but I did hear that Ash and Elias are like notoriously. Thank you. Hard to work with. One more than the other, but I'll let you decide who. I've never had the pleasure of finding out myself.
He rubbed the back of her neck nervously.
Oh, but Sterling said you'd be perfect for the job, and he's never wrong.
Wow. No one can match her free.
He'll totally be fine. Probably.
Probably.
Probably. Don't worry about it too much. Dude, yeah, I said that right.
Yes.
You'll psych yourself out.
Psych myself out. Right.
Alright, come on. I'm leading up.
Elena began to walk forward with purpose, looking over at Adrian, who had paused a moment in deliberation before rushing forward to catch up with the girl. Working at Hard Agency was a fast-paced lifestyle he was going to have to get used to.
Speed.
Ooh.
When the pair entered the photography studio, Adrian's eyes lit up. It was truly an amazing sight. The lights were bright, illuminating the room like a television studio, but that's not what drew his eye. It was the green setup that was expertly crafted. It looked really professional, but he could expect no less from the Hot Agency.
Wait. 3 hours and 17 minutes. It's actually gonna be 18 minutes in a second.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Not like I was staring at the time.
Trisha!
Elena clapped her hands together when she laid her eyes on the woman who was holding a camera close to her chest. Trisha, a few feet ahead, hadn't noticed the pair as she began to pace around her set, adjusting props and equipment.
Adrian. She's the best photographer like ever. She's done shoots for
Oh shit, sorry.
What, huh?
Don't mind that.
It's save.
Okay. She's done shoots for center. I'm struggling.
Center spreads.
Center spread. Sorry, thank you. Online
Publications.
I know how to say these words. Why aren't they coming out?
It's okay.
Publications.
You're tired.
Even billboards. I'm not tired. I did not have my medicine. Even billboards. Trisha has a great eye for colors. Oh, but she excels in the angles she makes her models pose in. Then there's the lighting.
Don't worry, we're almost at the end. Trust me.
Not again. Does she ever take a break?
Gosh, I can gush about her. Our all-star photography team later. Right now, you have work to do, and so do I. Think you can handle it? I'll take that as a yes. Go get him.
Trisha caught sight of the pair finally and waved at them. Elena gave Adrian a pat on the back.
If you need anything at all, you've got my number. Sterling gave it to you, right? Yep. Alright, I'm going to head out then. Good luck!
I'm going to need it. His apprehension was not entirely related to just the job. He knew Trisha Bell more troubling she knew him. She had been Brianna's best friend since he could remember. He certainly hadn't expected to find her here. Please let Sterling have planned for this. Adrian gave the girl a wave, but had little time to lament on the moment as a shadow cascaded over him.
Okay, new guy. Here's how this works. You need to find Ash first. I have to find him. Ash loves to run off. Getting him to do anything work-related is difficult. Great.
Just like Elena said, I'm a celebrity babysitter.
Afterwards, you'll need to get him into his costume and get his hair and makeup done. Sterling said you were his guy. Don't let me down.
Oh great, now I've got to be at the top of my game. Trisha walked away with a wink to finish her own duties, leaving Adrian on his own to contemplate his next move. Okay, where do I even begin searching for a model?
It's gotta be around here somewhere. right? Check the storage.
You wanna save? You wanna save?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Are you getting tired? Like,
No, I'm not. That's a funny thing.
Y'all see me or hey?
Oh, sorry.
both of you.
No, I'm asking.
Okay. We are near the
I'm
end.
interested in this new character, but maybe there isn't going to be one.
Oh, there is going to be a new character.
Oh,
Okay,
But we're almost at the end, so okay, let's keep going. Let's
No.
keep chugging.
understood.
check the storage room, please.
Want to take over narrator then, if I'm switching?
Oh, okay, sure. Maybe he's in the storage room. There was a door to the right of the set with a black and gold palette that read storage room. This looks like a totally unsuspecting place to hide. He quietly opened the door and peered inside. All it revealed were large steel suitcases. Too many to climb behind, so there was no way that Ash was in here. Shaking his head, Adrian went to search somewhere else. Check the hall. Maybe he's not in the studio at all. I probably wouldn't hide in plain sight. Adrian stepped out into the hallway and looked around. It was exactly what it had looked like. It was an empty hallway. Adrian did a quick sweep of the area, but there was no sign of his model. Guess I'll head back in. Where could this man be? Honestly, Adrian didn't know where to check. Ash could be anywhere in the entire agency. But the place was massive. He'd be here all day searching. Adrian scanned the area again, eyes falling onto a door to the right of the set. That could be a possibility.
Wait. Toad, are you alive?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Oh,
all I
wow.
needed to know. That's all I needed to know. Hey, Trisha, what's behind those black curtains?
She looked up at him with a raised brow.
Storage. More storage? Couldn't fit everything in the storage room? Are you questioning what's in my studio? No, never mind. Forget I said anything. Just find my model. Yes, right. The green explain. Oh,
Adrian began to walk around the studio. It was actually quite spacious, the echo of the busy staff's voice getting sucked up like a vacuum.
I really have no idea where this man could be.
Though as Adrian walked around the studio, the sound of light clicks could be heard. Adrian tiptoed to the sound, nearing the green screen setup. He peered over slightly, seeing a red-haired man sitting there with a lollipop in his mouth. One hand on his laptop keyboard, the other balancing himself on a sturdy metal suitcase.
Oh, he cute.
The man, so engrossed in whatever he was doing, didn't hear Adrian maneuver his way around the various obstacles. As he got closer, Adrian could hear the faint music from the laptop speakers. Hey, I know that song. It's from a game. If this is our guy and he's as difficult to work with as people say, I need to get him to trust me. Adrian had an idea.
Are you playing with him?
The man, presumably Ash, looked up from his laptop, surprise on his face. From this angle, Ash looked a lot like his brother. How do you pronounce it? Alicia? Yeah.
Elias, it could be either. Who
Elias.
knows?
I think it's Elias.
Elias? Okay. Face-wise, at least. Though, that was as far as his celebrity likeness had gone. The man, slightly hunched over, looked more like a kid trying to grind out a game in the internet cafe before he had to go home and do his homework. Real. He certainly wasn't what one would expect coming from the Heart Agency. Adrian pointed to the laptop that Ash was slamming away on. He had long since returned his attention to it, as if Adrian wasn't standing there at all.
I said, are you playing a game?
He's not gonna talk to me, is he? I gotta keep trying.
Is it a fantastic final 19? Oh, God.
Ash's eyes lit up, as if hearing Adrian for the first time today.
Oh,
Do you play?
sorry.
Adrian shook his head, a little frown on his face. There was a sense of hope in Ash's voice, and Adrian felt a little bad for dashing it.
No, but I've seen it on. Isn't it critically acclaimed or something?
Ash drooped his head down slightly for only a moment, before looking up with a newfound fervor.
You should try it. It's got a trial you can play up to level 69 for free, and includes its first expansion, Heaven Shield.
Damn.
Nice.
Gamer. Ash took in a large gulp of air, suddenly remembering that breathing was something he had to do.
Oh my god, real. Excuse me. I could give you a referral code that will give you some cool in-game stuff to help you out. And, you know, I get coins from it too.
What do you do with the coins?
Buy exclusive in-game content like mounts or pets.
Oh my god, gamer. He could just spend his actual money on it. I'm sure the agency is paying him enough, if he's as big as Sterling says. Ash let out a heavy sigh after Adrian's moment of silence.
You're not here to play games, are you?
Can Toad start narrating again? If
Okay.
Toad is alive, okay.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not.
Who are you? Some new guy or something? I've never seen you around before.
My name's Adrian. I'm Eli. What did I say before?
Elias?
Lily.
Just call him
Elias?
Eli.
Eli. Replacement for the day.
4 people struggled to say a name, wow.
Ash raised a brow and began to laugh. By the end, a bitter smile remained on his face.
I can already tell that you're nothing like my brother. This isn't going to work.
Maybe. But you don't really know me. Give it a shot.
Then let me get to know you. First question: how did you know I was playing Final Fantasy, Fantasy Finale 19?
Wow.
Yeah, sorry.
It's
That's okay.
music. It's iconic.
I would know. I've written a few of the songs over the years.
It really is so beautiful and sometimes epic. I love it so much. The composers and lyricists truly understand the player base. You can tell they actually play the game. The music is so thematic and the motifs are so deep.
I mean, I can't say I've played it, but Adrian watched as Ash talked about the game curiously. He knew a lot about it seemed.
Listen, I'd love to stand around and chat all day, but you've got 2 photo shoots to get ready for. There's not much time to waste.
Ash rolled his eyes and turned his attention back to his game, signifying the conversation was over. I have to get him ready for those photo shoots. What do I do?
Make him an offer.
You want to save?
Yes,
Sure.
but make him an offer. We can come up with a deal, can't we?
Ha, you're joking.
I'm not.
What do you have in mind then, Mr. Adrian?
Well, Mr. Ash. Wait a minute. Well, Mr. Ash, what if I use
You went from excited to bored.
Wow.
No, yeah, I know you're adjusting for it. It was just funny.
I use your referral link?
Huh?
His ears perked up as if hearing his favorite tune. Adrian made a motion towards Ash's laptop.
Set the page up, and I'll make an account.
Right now?
Yeah. You said it's free, right?
Ash was already typing away, only half listening to Adrian. Man, he really loves this game.
Yeah, I already entered my code. Make sure you use a real valid email for it or it won't work.
Only if you stop hiding and go get ready for photo shoot.
You did it. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'll do it. For the coins.
Oh my god.
Works for me. Adrian chuckled to himself as he entered the information into the game's website. He really didn't think this was how his day was going to go today, but it could be way worse, so he wasn't complaining. Besides, a valid email didn't have to be his real one. He owed Sterling a favor for all he had done with giving him the job, sticking him with Elena, making him babysit a grown adult who would rather play games than do his job. Oh yes, let me show you my gratitude, Sterling. Ash peered over Adrian's shoulder.
Sterling?
Adrian placed a finger to his lips and winked.
Next time I'll be able to use your code with my name. You get more coins that way, right?
Ash's smile had almost caught Adrian off guard. It was stunning, truly like a model's. It was all starting to make sense now.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, that was easier than expected. When Adrian was done signing up, Ash double-checked his work and clapped his hands together excitedly.
Pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Adrian.
Oh my god.
Likewise.
Do you like the Mister?
Adrian didn't know how many emails he could scavenge up, but if this was what he had to do to convince Ash to do his job, Adrian would do it. It was a long day of photo shoots, not without Ash complaining at every corner. He had done what was expected of him, surely, but not without resistance. It was even more tiring than following Elena around all day, and this was just for a few hours. He could only imagine what it'd be like to have to deal with Ash full-time. He wasn't ready. Though, at least he got paid better than a babysitter, so there was that.
Elena said to me during the lounge.
Adrian held his phone up by his chest and waved it around.
Nope.
No.
You said to complete the photo shoots and I did that. I'm out of here now.
Yeah, but the lounge is on the way out. Just peep your head in for a second and
No.
still no. You mean yes, right?
Elena placed a hand on Ash's shoulder, the male turning to glare at her. Adrian jumped slightly, not knowing where she had come in from. Perfect timing. I didn't really want to spend any more time arguing with Ash. I've had enough for today.
I meant no.
Boo. Adrian, you're telling Sterling, not me. Me? No way.
The two playfully bickered, only stopping when Ash cut them off by clearing his throat.
Did you say something?
Oh.
Ash looked up curiously for a moment and then let out a sigh. It seemed like the big boss was his kryptonite.
Yes, he's the one who wants to see you both.
Fine, let's go.
Despite Ash's earlier discontent, he followed Adrian and Elena quite closely as the pair walked ahead, one step after another, closer to the agency's main lounge. Standing in the center of the lounge was Sterling with his arms outstretched. Behind Sterling sat Hilo, head drooped as he looked at the floor.
Welcome, welcome. You boys are finally here. I had to send Elaine after you to make sure you made it here in one piece.
Oh, Adrian and Ash were just having a nice chat in the halls. Well,
Nice. Right.
what's going on?
Nothing terrible.
Good. Then I'll just be on my way.
As Ash began to walk past Sterling, the man grabbed his arm and squeezed it lightly, just enough to signify a warning.
Not so fast. Take a seat by Hilo.
Ash glanced at the black-haired idol, who looked up at him and shook his head firmly. Neither of the men were happy with the situation. Sterling snapped his fingers together when he was happy with everyone's positions. Adrian, Sterling, and Elena at the front of the room, and the stars sitting on the couch.
I would have liked Elias to be here for this announcement, but he's busy on another task, so Adrian, you and I will have a meeting with him another time.
A meeting about what?
To officially announce you as our newest employee. Everyone, this is Adrian. He'll be working closely with you all. How closely?
Oh.
It'll be bugging us to do our jobs, it seems like.
Yeah, the jobs you're getting paid to do.
Enough. It's a celebration. You'll all have a new coworker. That's the bottom line.
A new babysitter.
Speak for yourself. I don't need a babysitter.
Sterling cleared his throat before things got out of hand.
Adrian will be my assistant, so what he says goes. Understood?
The men watched silently, neither moving.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
Whoops. I'm gonna skip it.
No, you have to. No, you guys have to.
Tell us yes, sir, he who.
Yeah,
Yes,
at the
sir.
same time, both of you. Both of you have to say it at the same time.
Okay, free.
Okay, so do you want to do this a 3, 2, 1 go, or just 3, 2,
Yes.
1?
Okay, Haybail, you do it. Do the 3, 2, 1.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yay!
There you go. Okay then, let's take a picture to commemorate.
Sterling herded Adrian towards Hilo and Nash.
Stand up, stand up. Do we have to? Yes.
Please, no more photos.
Wait, Sterling.
Say cheese. Here we go, yay, and
Oh,
The one CG was the MC shirtless.
the one who was shirtless was the MC himself, yeah.
this is fine.
Wow, I didn't expect that I would have to, you know, voice so much characters.
Me neither, to be honest.
Like, excuse me?
Nice photo.
Also,
Hell yeah, let's go.
welcome code.
For Yowie Jam 2021.
Thank you so much for playing, yay! Hell yeah, let's go.
Yippee! I said it!
Alright, we can end- oh my god, it's almost been like 4 hours, damn.
Oh my god. Hmm.
Alright, this is the end, but tomorrow,
More.
more BL?
Yes.
Sure,
I mean,
okay.
yeah. Wait, no. What about that bird game you were playing?
The bird game I was
On
playing?
Roblox or just
Yeah.
playing a different game?
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm worrying it. I get.
Oh, I know what what game you're talking about. Okay, okay, okay. You want me to play that game? Okay, sure.
The bird game?
That's what you said,
Oh.
right?
Yes, I was thinking maybe like a relaxing play for people.
A relaxing Friday stream? You think
Yeah.
you think my streams have ever been relaxing? Not with, you know, this chat?
But I also want you to play the draw game,
The art
little
school
guy
one?
who- Yeah, that one too.
Okay, so you want me to suffer, got it.
Yes.
Okay, alright. Sure. Do you want me to do that tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
But also keep Heathcliff, and I want you to have Hongling, shrimp Hongling.
You see all these demands I get?
Hey.
Like, damn.
That's all I got. That is all I got. Well, this was fun.
Yeah, this was great. Thank you very much, Dark, Haybail, and Toad for coming in again to voice another BL stream.
Woohoo!
Uh,
Also, good morning.
wow, okay, good morning to you too.
Yes.
Anyway, you know, that's it. Alright, go rest everyone. Stay healthy.
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Yippee.
Yeah.
I'm I'm a little, you know what? I'm just a little like, you know. I'm just a little, you know,
Out of breath, out of voice.
voice cracked because I was like expecting you to choose dark for most of this, like,
I
people.
was going to, but you know, it was your turn this time. Dark's got the next several.
I honestly thought that you would base our voices off like, you know, character appearance.
Well, you said you were.
I mean, it was
practicing.
kind of character appearance.
You think my voice fits Skylar, the purple cat?
I forgot you guys played them.
It was such a short demo. Okay, yeah,
I completely forgot.
good.
No, it's not good. I want to remember all of them. Well, I mean, of course I will.
I know you're gonna like rewatch the stream anyway, so
Yeah. I want to see. I want to hear how depressing I sound.
you're very quiet and depressing.
I tried. I know I need a new mic. I know.
Go to the one where I said Mr. and you can hear the difference, maybe.
I'll just watch the entire thing, okay? This is what I
Okay.
do. This is what I do. You know how many times I've watched the Limbus stream? I took over.
Yeah,
At least
Haybail
probably-
rewatches my streams a lot, from what I tell.
Yes.
But anyway, okay, y'all of you go to sleep, especially you, Toad. I think it's really past your bedtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, everyone, get out of here. Stream over. Stay healthy. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Drink water. Desperately drink
Bye.
water. And goodbye, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow. All right.
Woohoo.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
How do you exit?